Good day, everybody. Welcome to the Top 3 Views podcast. I am your co-host, Jerry Ruiz.
And I'm Matt.
Today is a bittersweet day. The Raiders went 2-1. We lost this
Played
one. Played horrible. We'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end.
Yeah. But it's podcast day, so that's still exciting.
Yeah, so we got that to look forward to. You know what? Cheers to that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're going to start off with some celebrity gossip, some music stuff. So we'll start it off today. Cardi B filed for divorce against Offset. She said the reason why she filed for the divorce was that she didn't want to wait to get cheated on. She announced it on her on her OnlyFans to her subscribers, but they gotta leak it. She also said that a lot of people are in her DMs trying to date her. And I'm sure more than that with her.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any rappers, like big rappers.
Yeah.
Big rappers.
Or any athletes.
Yeah.
Or
I feel like mostly rappers because he's out, like Offset's a rapper.
Yeah.
So anybody that's he's made a song with or something.
Yeah. One of the other amigos.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe a B-list celebrity trying to get status or something.
Yeah.
So I'm sure if there were or are, they'll probably be named one day just because I feel like that's gossip. It's
crazy because I don't know. I mean, I feel like especially in hip hop and stuff, celebrities in general, relationships when they're with other celebrities, they never really last. I feel it's always they just jump around to each other and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I guess unless you're Jay-Z and Beyonce.
And I feel too that it's probably kind of hard for celebrities to date each other because their schedule is so crazy, so high maintenance, and they're always going place to place. It's kind of hard to have stability.
That for sure, but I just feel don't you feel like you'd be able to understand? Say you were a celebrity and you're with a regular person, or say you.
Oh yeah, I'm not a celebrity.
Not quite.
Oh.
No, the other way. Say you're with a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you be able to understand? Okay, she's probably not gonna be able to be with me all the time, or it's not gonna be a regular relationship because she's
Yeah, she's doing her thing and I have to do my thing. Yeah.
So wouldn't you think if you were a celebrity, you would understand it because you yourself has a crazy schedule? I feel like it would work.
But I think too, to be a celebrity, you kind of got to be a little bit crazy, because that's a crazy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And maybe they're just too crazy for each other, or they need someone to help balance them out.
And
I don't
temptation.
Know. And temptation.
The extra temptation because you're a celebrity.
Yeah, and Offset, he has a lot of women that probably want to be with him.
Oh, for sure.
So
every day.
Yeah, so that's why. But at the same time, he has Cardi B as his wife,
and they have a kid.
So bro,
but
do you really gotta ruin that?
Yeah, but Jay-Z almost ruined it with Beyonce, which to me is crazier.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that's insane. Let's go Jay-Z. Oh, and another thing about that too is if you know that Cardi B just got out of a relationship, why are you DMing her? Give her a little time.
People are crazy.
Yeah, give her a little time.
People are thirsty.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up too. Bro, she's probably going through some things. She's probably on her
probably
feelings.
Wouldn't want it to end. In the perfect world, she probably would want their relationship to work. Yeah. Especially because they got kids and stuff. So yeah, I doubt she's out here celebrating that she's getting a divorce.
Yeah, she's just replying to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're my number 1, number 2, number 3.
Yeah, there's no way.
You're not on this list.
You have a chance. You have a chance. You don't have a chance. You never have a chance.
So anyone that's DMing her, I guess you got to shoot your shot, so go for it, I guess. But in all reality, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Just give her some time. Let her breathe. But I guess we can talk about, music this week. It's a little exciting.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Lupe and Kendrick?
Well, so yeah. And this has been a thing for so long because if any of you guys follow, I guess, hip-hop news or anything like that, Lupe has, for some reason, since Kendrick became Kendrick, the superstar Kendrick, he's always had an opinion on him and saying he's not one of the best this or one of the best that, but I really like him. It's one of those things where it's
You think that's a cop-out?
Yeah, it's one of those what do you call it? When you, dang, I don't know what it's called, but when you're complimenting somebody, or you're not complimenting somebody.
A backhanded compliment?
Yeah, there you go. Backhanded compliment. I feel like that's what he's been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. He's sick, he's this and that, but he's not.
But
there's this. So he recently came out on Twitter again after he's already mentioned this and said that Kendrick Lamar is definitely not one of the best lyricists, and he's a better lyricist. Lupe is a better lyricist. He's saying, and the fans obviously are gonna go crazy because Kendrick's huge, and people love Kendrick, and Kendrick can rap as well. So, but Lupe can rap too. But then it's just sparks a huge debate, like who's better, who's this, who's whatever. My thing is, there's so many different levels to being a lyricist. Like you can be, like for instance, Lupe rhyming a bunch of crazy words together, or like bending words to make it rhyme, kind of like what Eminem does. Like you kind of say the word wrong, sort of, to make it rhyme. But so he's good at that. He's also good at storytelling. He's also good at a lot of metaphors and similes, like a lot of crazy stuff, especially if you guys have listened to the Tetsuo and Youth album. But that's just one side of it, though.
Yeah, no, I
That's
agree.
just one side of it. Like, you can have all the metaphors and similes and all that stuff, but... Or the super deep stuff that you can't even comprehend because it's so crazy. But to me, the way Kendrick delivers... To me, what Kendrick's talking about is important.
Yeah.
How he delivers it, like how he's rapping it... And he still has bars at the end of the day. And he's more poetic to me than Lupe. Especially with To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, all that stuff is just, I don't know. It's crazy. But in my opinion, though, I would say I don't have an answer fully. Because they rap completely different. If we're talking about straight, who can come up with the craziest bars, then I think it's Lupe. But... that's just so one-sided to me. But he did clarify and say, Kendrick Lamar is not a better lyricist than me, but he is a better artist. And I think you have to agree with that because that is Kendrick's albums as a whole seem to be better or more...
I would take Kendrick over Lupe.
Yeah. Even though Lupe has some really good albums, but he has some misses too. Like...
yeah. I don't know his... I like that song,
Superstar. No, I like the song. Wait, no, not that song. Or not that... What's the album?
Oh, it's not Lasers. It's not.
No, it is Lasers.
It is Lasers.
That album, but it's not that. It's not on that. The song's not on the album, is it?
Nah, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't really know his albums like all crazy.
Yeah.
I just know his individual songs.
But yeah, I just think that was interesting, and I feel like people.
He has some dope songs. He has a song where like he's rapping in the perspective of a guy that like got shot during a drug deal.
No, but that's the thing. Lupe's earlier albums are crazy.
I was about to take a drink. I don't know. It's because you're going to take a drink. That's weird.
No, Lupe's earlier albums are crazy.
But Kendrick is a good storyteller too, bro.
No, he is.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's just like Lupe's like, yeah, you're good at everything, but storytelling, like, nah, Kendrick's a good storyteller.
No, Kendrick's good at everything. And I'm gonna say this. This is maybe a hot take. I think Kendrick Lamar is the most well-rounded hip hop artist of all time. Well-rounded as far as having bars, having a good flow, having a conceptual albums.
Yeah.
All that, he's the most well-rounded. The only other person I would say is Kanye West, but he doesn't always write his bars.
Yeah,
but he does do the production side.
But he doesn't do storytelling either on a lot of his stuff. You know, unlike any of his stuff.
Yeah, but as an artist himself, like he's crazy just because every album sounds different, and he does do the production side. I don't think Kendrick really does.
Nah, I don't think he doesn't.
Either way, though, as a rapper, though, I think Kendrick Lamar is the most well-rounded.
Yeah.
And he's potentially can have the best discography. He could.
When it's all said and done. His first 3 albums are bangers.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Like, people are saying classic, like, so.
Yeah. Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
Pimp a Butterfly.
Damn.
I
mean, who knows what he comes next. But, yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about that because I feel like that's been a debate for so long. And I feel like people look at the different aspects.
I had a guest on my Why Not Me podcast, crazy plugin, but his name is Justin Hunt. He does a lot of videos on hip hop. That's what his whole career is about.
Let's call him. No.
Well, I'm sure if I let him know, like, hey, bro, I need to call you real quick. But he has a lot of videos about this actual debate too, I believe. If not, he has a lot about Kendrick and Lupe, and I'm sure a lot of them go back. So if you guys want to check some in detail analysis, go ahead and check out Justin Hunt on YouTube. You know, he did me a favor when on my show, so I don't care to plug him in whenever we can, because that's what friends are for, right? And since we're talking about music with Lanez, yeah, I skipped ahead with Kendrick and Lupe, I guess we can talk about Tory Lanez.
Another crazy one.
he's he's not in this conversation about storytelling.
Yeah, no.
Or crazy artist. Well, to me.
Well, he's a crazy artist.
Yeah, but in a different manner.
He's a different type of crazy.
I guess Tory Lanez released the album recently, Daystar, and on the track on there he has his apology saying that.
Which is not an apology.
That Meg wasn't shot by him, or not an apology, just him saying technically he's not guilty.
Yeah, he was saying his side to it.
Yeah, there's like two lines saying that, how did he shoot her in the leg if like it was just
got hit or something?
Yeah, it was just muscle that got hit. Like, how is that even possible? Which is a stupid defense.
Which I think someone someone came out after saying like they showed the hospital reports and saying or something like that. And saying, she did get shot.
And I guess he was trying to say that it was just like she just got cut by glass or something. Yeah. And his whole team was trying to spin it.
Yeah.
So Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion, supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm on Meg Thee Stallion's side, but it's still allegedly at the end of the day.
Yeah, because we don't know the true facts.
Yeah.
But
it's just crazy because you would expect... Okay, so before text messages came out between them two, and he was saying he was just super drunk and he's sorry. Like,
yeah, like...
So what is it? Why are you saying sorry?
Well, then if lawyer talk...
I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, why are you saying sorry, and then you come out with the song saying you didn't do it?
The complete opposite.
What were you sorry for?
Because his lawyer probably told him, like, bro, don't be saying this. If anything, say this.
Yeah.
Not make a song, but like.
Definitely, that's a bad move. I feel like he's trying to capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
Because if he just does a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live, obviously not making money off that.
And I saw on Twitter too, people were saying like, how come people aren't all up on Tory Lanez like they were on Chris Brown, like against Rihanna? Like, yeah. Well, because like not only did Chris Brown like apologize right away, and it was obvious he did it, but I feel like maybe Chris Brown is a bigger name, so that's probably why it got a lot more attention.
Yeah, but
and it was Rihanna. It was Rihanna's like. They showed the picture of her face, which was beaten badly.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And so I feel like when you look at someone's foot compared to like Rihanna's face, and like Rihanna's like really beautiful too.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people seeing her face like that, they're like, damn.
Well, my thing is with that, when people say stuff like that, is like, but at the end of the day, it is treated the same. I feel like because people are going against them. Yeah. Tory Lanez, like. A lot of people are saying don't stream it, don't do this, don't do that, but he's still supposedly going to sell.
Why were they saying not to stream it?
Because they're saying like don't give this man more money when he didn't even off of this situation.
Yeah. Like not only did he shoot her in the foot, but he's trying to make money off of it.
Yeah. And I don't know if he's doing that because it could be it for him. So he's like, I might as well make my last check, or something. But
make my money while I can.
Apparently, he's still going to sell $50K, which is nothing crazy, but. I mean, he shouldn't have made anything off of it, so that's crazy in itself. But I don't know. We'll see. I hope the truth does come out at some point because...
Yeah, that's a crazy allegation.
If it does come out, guaranteed he did it. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of like cancel culture or like trying to cancel people, but that's just messed up.
Yeah, and Meg Thee Stallion, since you're a rapper... use this towards your street cred. Try to turn a negative into a positive. Rappers aren't legit, I guess, until they get shot or go to jail.
Well, the thing is, everyone's on her side. Yeah, so she definitely...
I'm just saying, like, use this even more to, you can rap about you got shot.
Yeah.
In a beef, I guess. I don't know. But and then too, like, if you guys are watching this and you see me look away, or I guess see Matt look away every once in a while, we are a sports show as well, and we have one of the games on in the background and some crazy plays are going on. Cowboys versus Seahawks. So every once in a while you'll see our eyes look away, but I'm just letting you know what's up. So what's the next hip hop thing we want to talk about?
Well, since I definitely am into music a lot, I feel like I wanted to at least mention some notable projects or something that comes out throughout the week. So these portions aren't going to be too long. It's just stuff I want to mention. But Spillage Village came out with the album, which I thought was really good. It's I don't know if they're all signed to Dreamville, J. Cole and stuff, but I know Jid is. No, they're not all signed because I think Black isn't. But
are they all associated at least? Like
I think they are associated. Yeah, Earth Gang. They had a really good album. I don't know if it was this year or last year. Their album was really good. But Jid is crazy rapper, one of the best like young rappers for sure. A part of that group. And anyways, that album was really good. Mozzie, obviously.
He's from Sacramento.
Yeah, he dropped a really good album.
I'll probably check that out.
It was like a mixtape, but
my sister-in-law is a big Mozzie fan. So
really,
yeah.
In Washington?
Yeah.
The one that read the label?
No, their younger sister. She's one of the models for Red Label though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So shout out to Esme. I'm sure you listened to it.
Let's
Drop a
go.
comment down below if you did listen to it.
Yeah, shout out to you for liking Mozzie too. But yeah, it's a mixtape, I guess, not the album. Which I think the mixtape is better than his album. But I feel like that happens a lot of times when you're like a street rapper.
Yeah.
You go more mainstream for the album, and then you
spit fire on your mixtape.
Yeah. So that was really good though. That was Occupational Hazard is what that was called. Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 5 Deluxe, which the Carter 5 came out like a couple years ago, I think. But he dropped the original, supposedly, what was supposed to come out before that crazy like
the Young
beef
Money.
that they had with Birdman and all that kind of stuff, where he wouldn't release his album. But that wasn't too bad. There's some fire songs in there. There's some weird ones as well. But
yeah, I saw that and I was kind of wondering. I'm like, I thought this was already dropped. I didn't know it was like a remastered or like a remixed.
So originally he dropped like 20 something songs when he first dropped it, like the first time, and this one he added like 10 or something to it.
Damn.
Which there's some good ones on there. There's some weird ones, but that's kind of what you get from Lil Wayne these days.
Yeah.
You always get some weird ones in there for some reason.
And like 3 bangers.
But yeah, so that was just cool because he went through a crazy battle to try to release it in general. Fleet Foxes, it's not hip hop, but it's a really good album, so I'm not gonna say much about it. But I mean,
and then we got to talk about Travis Scott.
We had to talk about Travis Scott.
We talked about him last time on his McDonald's deal.
Normally he's lit. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this time though.
What's the song called?
Franchise.
I feel like with a name like that, you kind of got to go big.
Yeah.
But he went home.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bump that song in my car.
It's a big miss, and he was hyped. I don't know if this is on the album. I'm sure it is because it's a single. Like I'm sure it is. But he was hyped about this album that he's supposedly working on, saying he's really excited, like he's really into it now, making beats and like he's having fun again, all this kind of stuff.
Dude, I like the beat.
No, the beat was good, but that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't like Travis Scott on the song. I didn't like. I think Young Thug was on the song. I definitely didn't like MIA. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just pretty weird on there
I don't
too.
know.
With me, like a good measure to see if a song is good or like it's a banger is if I would bump it in my car and out loud with the windows down.
Not being embarrassed.
Yeah, with the windows down. That's like a really good song.
That's it's good.
Yeah, because you're not afraid to share it with the world.
Yeah.
But I do have some songs where I'll listen to like in my headphones.
But not how.
Yeah.
But you still like it. You just don't want to show everybody.
But it's just not as good as. So, and that's definitely a song I won't play in my headphones or in my car.
So it's not good at all.
Nah.
It doesn't even hit the headphones.
Nah, it doesn't hit the headphones.
It doesn't for me either, probably. I mean, I probably need to listen to it again just to double check, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Every time you're like, oh, I just gotta check again. You really like it. You're like, I just gotta keep checking. Maybe.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it'll sound good.
MIA was involved way too much, and I just didn't like her part.
Yeah, they should have went MIA, huh?
Yeah, they should have just stopped.
But dang. Oh, look, it says this locked up, and I was about to talk about the next topic.
Oh yeah. Well, go ahead. Bring up the topic.
So the next topic is kind of a little about like history,
and it's more lit than this song.
Yeah, it's to me it's way more entertaining than that MI8 song. Is it Travis Scott or
no? It's Travis Scott's song.
Oh, that Travis Scott song.
Yeah.
But I guess on September 19th, Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities explained that the sarcophagi were found during an excavation in Saqqara, and the sarcophagi I'm talking about was 12 coffins that were found in a deep well, and it says they buried 13 closed human coffins more than 2,500 years ago, and they also said that there was another 14 closed coffins that were found like in the surrounding area.
So what is that? 27 of them?
That's 27. And it says that initial studies indicate that these coffins are completely closed and haven't been opened since they were buried, which is 2,500 years. It's older than Jesus Christ. And what are we in, 2020? So,
that's crazy.
So that's a long time. And it says they were found on the sides of the well, in parentheses.
I find it crazy that we're still finding things.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like stuff like this, like in a city, in wherever, a well or whatever, but like I feel like at this point, aren't people searching every day? Like,
yeah, and don't they have like 3D like radars where they can?
It's
dig
crazy
underground?
that like you'd find this many, but that's cool though.
Yeah,
And I think I seen something too where they're saying they found other, like, you know how back in the day too, like the Egyptians and stuff were really into animals.
Yeah.
And like snakes and like cats and stuff.
Yeah.
That there was buried snakes, cats, like all that.
Like
kind
mummified too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Which is crazy.
I wonder how the cats looked back then. If they're like, you know, like those crazy
Those one cats that they normally show.
Those crazy cats. Yeah. So I wonder if they look like that. If the snakes looked any different, because that was a while ago. You know, evolution does take its form too. And it's funny too, because I don't know if the memes were about this, but I remember seeing memes saying that like, oh, don't open up that well, don't open up those coffins. Why release a curse in 2020? Or that's what started it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what's true or not, but.
So, what's your opinion on that kind of stuff? Like, you think this is like history where don't even touch it, throw it in a museum or something? Or you think we should open these up and study them?
I think since they're 17, maybe open up
27.
like 3 or 27. Maybe open up like 3 or 4
and study it.
And like, study those and leave the other ones intact.
Yeah, I think you should definitely, like, I don't know if you can tell, like with all the little hieroglyphs, like if something's more important than the other.
Yeah,
maybe
like
keep the important ones.
This dude was the butler.
Yeah, we can study the butler.
Yeah,
but
if
it's
leave
like
the king,
yeah,
you know, or whatever it was. Imagine the butler. They like when the king's going to die, they're like, all right, the whole staff and the whole close family, you guys have to be buried alive right now too. Yeah. The butler's like, no,
buried alive. You can't live past this.
He doesn't want you guys helping a different king or anything.
No, that's crazy though. That's really cool actually, that we keep finding stuff.
Hell yeah. I agree with that.
I also seen. Nah, we're not gonna talk about it.
You sure?
Yeah, we're not talking.
Okay.
Because I don't have enough information on it.
What was it though?
Well, no, it was just so we're talking about aliens last time.
Yeah.
And it was just, I seen this thing about like people saying like octopus or octopi, octopuses, octopi, I don't know. But that they're like the closest thing to aliens and this and that. And like they're trying to give like different reasons or perspectives of why, like how crazy they are, how smart they are, how whatever. And it's funny because I feel like cartoons and stuff are like, they use like, I feel like an octopus head for some aliens sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting though. But I don't think so because there's no way we capture octopus.
Yeah.
Like there's no way.
It'd be insane if that was true.
But no, go ahead.
But I would say the ocean is so like huge that I'm sure there's other animals like in there too that are
look crazy.
Like, that are insane.
That we've never even seen.
Yeah, that we can't even think of.
But I was gonna say though, because I was gonna say like, there's no way it could be because we capture them and this and that. And I feel like they wouldn't allow that. Or but who's to say all aliens are smarter than us? There could be some that are dumber than us.
I guess the plural is octopuses, not octopi.
Is it octopuses?
Yeah.
That just sounds so weird.
I know. But yeah, no, that's true. There could be aliens that are dumber than us.
Yeah, because we always think like we're the dumb ones and there's some crazy...
Well, for them to get here, they would have to be really smart or
unless
very lucky.
They were here first and they're living under ocean.
That's true too.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Because there's another crazy theory, which I think I told you this before when we were going on that hike. But when I said people think like some type of aliens or whatever came from Sirius star, Sirius A, Sirius B, or something like that, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
what stars are those, dude?
They're real close.
Oh, okay.
Like you can see them, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But either way, though, I think one of them's a North Star, maybe.
Is it?
Or I don't know.
I don't know about that stuff.
But either way, they came here because they were destroying their planet. So we're gonna go like Eddie Bravo deep right now. They were destroying their planet, kind of how we are, and people are saying we're doing the same thing to this planet,
like Superman or or Goku.
Well, listen. So we're just trying to like take over another planet because So their planet was getting destroyed, so they had to go somewhere else. And then there's a lot of gold on this planet, right? Yeah. So they were trying to come here to get the gold, for whatever reason. I don't know what the gold did.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe powered their stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. So what they did was, and I might butcher this, so if any of you guys know this story or whatever, or theory, I might not be exactly 100%, but...
And feel free to correct it in the comments.
Yeah, feel free to correct it in the comments or add anything I may be missing out. But, because this is a long time ago when I seen this. But either way, they came here and they created us.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how, because Like I don't know what's
like
wet
gene splicing or something.
Yeah,
maybe?
so I don't know exactly how, but I believe they create, like we weren't here, they created us, so we're like part alien, I guess.
Yeah.
Or I don't know exactly, but they made us to be slaves though. They made us to work for them to get the gold and do all this kind of stuff. When they say, well, that's why we love gold so much nowadays.
Yeah.
See how they tie in all this stupid stuff?
Yeah.
Or, I'm not gonna say stupid stuff, but crazy stuff.
Yeah. Stupid stuff.
But they say like, yeah, we did that for them, and then we kind of just became our own thing, and they left, and we kind of became our own thing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that now.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But yeah,
but
I don't.
The octopus thing. So that's I don't know. But that's just a crazy theory, though.
Yeah, and if we ever get more updates on that, we'll go ahead and let you guys know.
Yeah.
But octopuses are crazy, dude.
Yeah, and they're smart.
Yeah, they're insane animals, and they can camouflage and stuff.
It's crazy. A lot of animals in the ocean are smart.
Yeah.
Like smarter, I feel like, than land animals. Like some.
Well, they've been around a lot longer, so a long time.
Especially when they say like some of them have been like other types of animals, or like land animals were once in the water, but then they through evolution said they grew legs.
Yeah,
and
they
all this
grew
crazy
up.
stuff.
They got kicked out of the ocean.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our history lesson, I guess, for today. Very terrible, but it's fine. I guess we're gonna go into tech talk a little more. We're gonna start it off with the new gaming service from Amazon called Luna.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'll be like a monthly subscription where you don't have to download games onto a system. You get them from the server. Supposedly, it's gonna have you can play the game as much as you want for that month. You can play up to like 1080p, 60 frames per second. Supposedly 4K is coming soon. You can stream on 2 devices at a time, so you can have one on your TV.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so one in the living room. That's like 2 systems for $6.
Yeah, that's not bad. $6 a month.
And you'll be able to play on your computer, your Mac, your Fire TV, web apps for the iPhone and iPad. Supposedly you're gonna have channels on there. Like Ubisoft is definitely one channel they're gonna have. I don't know if you're gonna have to pay another $6 or less for that channel. Like,
or they're gonna up the Luna one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they're saying coming soon because like that's like you said, the channel or like the brand that's coming soon to the service.
Luna. Like EA might have their own channel. Like I don't know if like certain companies, like let's just say, well, not Bethesda because they obviously got with.
Yeah.
But let's just say if Bethesda, like maybe they would have had their own channel. Capcom, that's so popular.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have their own channel.
That's not bad though, $6.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Especially if you want to like play a game, like a single player game, and you don't want to buy it. You can just rent it for $6 for a whole month, pass it, and then that's it.
That's crazy. And you can cancel it when a new game comes on that you want to play. Get it again.
Yeah. Or if like you don't pass it for that month, then you can just rent it again for the next
for $12,
one. Yeah.
which is still not 60 or 70. Like
that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. And this is really good for them because even though we talked about the last episode how I feel like Amazon gets into things or gets into everything but doesn't fully commit and doesn't give you the best product, but they're so big, and if they tie this in with Amazon Prime somehow, that's just another big win for them.
Hell
because I don't know how good Stadia is doing.
Yeah, me either. But
and then
I know Microsoft supposedly wanted to do like cloud servers too, but not like because they have their Game Pass, where if you have that, you can play all their games. I feel like we talked about that a little bit on the last episode. Mm-hmm. But they wanted to do it where instead of all the stuff, like all the files being downloaded on your Xbox, it'd be downloaded on the cloud server and on your Xbox. So that way you'd be able to get like more graphics, better graphics, because not all the information will be on your hard drive. It'll be uploaded onto the server. So you're doing both at the same time. So you're getting more information at once. And I don't know if they're still doing that. They probably are, just in the background. But that's pretty insane too.
Do you see this this form of
subscription service or like the server
taking over?
Yeah, I could see it. Cloud. I feel like they've been talking about it for a while. Like Xbox, definitely.
Don't you feel? I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's coming to be too many.
And it'd be kind of nice if they kind of like. Well, if this Luna one has all of them like plugged into it for cheap, that's not too bad either.
Yeah.
But
I guess that really depends. How many games do you have? Because people are not, even with like movies and stuff, you already Netflix, Hulu, Apple, like there's so many like.
Yeah, you end up paying more than cable sometimes if you have all those things.
Yeah, so you definitely can end up paying more than cable because I've experienced that. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. But if they do it with gaming as well, because you know, Apple has their own gaming thing. It's way different though, because you don't get console games. They're like games created by companies that
they're like the App Store games, right?
Yeah. They're just like
Floppy Bird.
A little better, or I really don't know. But you said Microsoft wants to do it. Google does it with their own thing, right?
Oh yeah. What is it? What were you saying? Google
Stadia or Stadia or something like that. Which I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
It could be dope. I don't know. But eventually, I feel like everyone's gonna want to do it because you're not even a gaming platform. You're gonna steal that's our money, basically.
Our thunder, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't want to see it become like everyone has it. Oh, I like sport games. I gotta go here. Oh, I like shooting games. I gotta go here. Like, and then you gotta subscribe to all of them. It's like that's kind of.
And then you're paying like $60 a month.
Yeah, you know, it's like way more expensive.
Yeah. Than just one game I want to play, or the one or two games I want to play.
But either way, though, it's cool. But that's not all they came out with, though. They came out, you know, the Ring doorbells.
Yeah.
So they came out with I think a Ring again. I think it's
Amazon something.
Ring. But now it's a drone in your house. So if
Ring came out with it, or Amazon came out with it?
Well, Amazon did.
Yeah.
But I think they bought Ring or own Ring or something like that. But either way, though.
You keep talking, man. I'm just doing a little.
Either way, though. That's not it. Hold on, people.
No, I wasn't trying to look at your password.
That wasn't it. I was putting the old one in. Should I put the password in real quick?
Sorry. While he does that, I was looking at the score.
All right, we're in. Okay. All right, so what was I talking about?
Amazon Ring and
Amazon
drones.
Ring thing. Yeah.
And
type that in.
Yeah. Amazon Rings for women.
Wait, hold on. Go to
Amazing Ring.
Yeah, because they came out with a new Fire Stick Lite as well.
I don't even need a Fire Stick. I use my phone and I use my Xbox to watch all my stuff.
Yeah. So, I don't know. See if you can find it. I'll try to talk about it real quick. No, that's not it. So yeah, they came out with a new like Ring type thing. So instead of it going on your door, it's a drone. So if someone breaks in or whatever, I guess you get a notification and then you can fly the drone around.
You can follow them?
And like record them. Or I don't know if it flies by itself to record them, like follows movement or anything, but yeah, I think that's kind of crazy though.
Yeah, that is pretty insane.
But it's just so much like it's just so much. We're getting too far advanced when it comes to privacy.
Yeah,
like now, insane. I don't know. It's crazy, but that's a crazy product though. And another thing they came out with.
It's crazy that it's not on here. But go on.
Another thing they came out with prior though. Did you ever see those glasses that they're trying to come out with?
Which ones?
The ones that are like smart glasses.
Oh yeah, I seen those a long time ago. The Google.
No,
one?
not the Google ones. No. Amazon came out with their.
But are they like similar?
Yeah, they're similar to Google. But I don't think they're as smart as what Google wanted.
Oh, okay. What do they do or what?
I don't know. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I just went to this. So CNET says Amazon's new Ring camera is actually a flying drone for inside your home, making it with bars right there. It says the Ring announces a $250 always home cam indoor drone and plans for end-to-end encryption. And apparently it clicked on something. So I clicked that spam away. But anyways, it said on Thursday introduced new product to its growing roster of smart home devices. That is a flying camera drone that docks when it isn't in use.
2021?
2021, 250.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is insane.
Amazon's another company, man, that is like...
They're trying everything.
They're trying to get you to use their products in every sense. No matter what you're doing, you're using an Amazon product. Like, which same thing that Apple's trying to do. Which it's crazy.
And they got enough money where they could take it now if it doesn't pan out.
No, exactly. They can put billions of dollars towards something, and if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. It's fine. It's crazy though, because they're already affiliated with. Well, this is not the Ring, but like the gaming thing. They already bought Twitch, affiliated with Twitch.
Yep.
And you get a free Prime subscription. And now they got their gaming service, so
they're trying
Amazon's
to get
crazy.
Their arm in
from
everything.
A bookstore.
Yeah.
That's the Amazon might have the craziest story of all time.
Hell yeah.
Just because how strong and
they should write it in a book.
Yeah.
And sell it on Amazon.
Yeah.
But imagine like the first guy that invested in Amazon. He was like, you know what? I think books are the future.
I wonder what Amazon opened up as, like when it first, like, was it real low, or was it like $50 or?
But I'm sure the guys like books are the future. There's no way that like this is gonna fail. And then now they do like everything. That dude's all rich.
Yeah, I seen an interview though recently of Jeff Bezos in 1999, I think it was. Oh my God, interception.
Interception from the Seahawks.
I seen an interview of him saying like, I don't know, he just seemed like, I'm gonna watch a lot of his interviews because he just seems like a crazy, like, smart guy. Obviously he is, but like, just the way he was saying things, and like, and it's kind of what I've been, which I've been saying when I was a manager of a store, trying to tell the owner this. And if you're watching this, like, you're not an idiot, but you kind of are an idiot. You're just old-fashioned. But either way, I was trying to tell him like all these different things about
the future is now, old man.
Customer satisfaction. Everyone knows customers. Like, obviously customers come first, and you got to make sure they're the happiest and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's obvious. But to me, there's a way to give the best value,
the best bang for your buck.
Exactly that, and exactly that, and still satisfy the customer without being too much.
Yeah. Whoa, way too much.
But I mean, like, I don't know. And I feel like the way he was saying it, like, that's all he cared about was customer satisfaction. But he was doing it in a way where you are making the customer feel like you love them, like, as customers and stuff, right? Like, you love them being your customer. But it's helping you, which is what I feel like Apple does, and I feel like T-Mobile's been doing, where even like just giving so much value, whether they care about you or not. They can hate you or not care at all about you. It could all be greedy for money, but it's the fact that you make the customer feel like you do care.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing, and that's what he's done with all this.
Hell yeah, and he just saves you a lot of money. At the bottom line, a lot of people like,
and that's
money.
What I mean.
Yeah.
Like, he makes you feel like, I feel like a company should make you feel like you're winning by being with them, and I think that's what Amazon does, which is why some people have it. Amazon Prime is insane.
Yeah, that 2-day shipping's really hard to beat.
Same day shipping. If you're in certain areas,
exactly.
Like
they'll
almost said where I live.
They'll purchase it before you even before you even know you want it.
Yeah. But if you're in any big cities or big areas, in California specifically, you guys know about that free or same day shipping, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well, we're here in the Silicon Valley.
Yeah. And
I live an hour from Silicon Valley.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know how they do it, but they do. So
yeah. Well, shoot, they got a lot of money. They got enough logistics. They got enough everything to know what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah.
And speaking of what doesn't work, the Xbox One, they just had their pre-orders. The PlayStation 5, I believe last week we talked about their pre-order sold out instantly. Xbox One, same thing, sold out instantly. Now Xbox One and PS5 people that pre-ordered are getting notices from Amazon, because that's what we're talking about, saying that, hey, you might not get it day one, you might get it a couple days, or it just says you might get it later. So that could be a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months. There's not really no guaranteed time frame, and like I'm pretty sure a lot of people are upset because of that. But at the same time too, I kind of understand with the whole COVID thing, it has been like restricting a lot of businesses from doing things like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Not just here, internationally. So like at the end of the day, like if you do pre-order it and you have to wait longer, that does suck. But don't let it ruin your day or ruin your life.
I think people are just so hyped for it though.
Yeah, you'll eventually get it.
But it's one of those things where you're so hyped, bro.
Yeah.
So if you're so hyped and now you find out like, I'm not able to get it when like.
Yeah. But if you're like,
it's like a letdown.
Not only was I one of the first people like to be able to actually try to get it, because you know how those pre-orders sold out fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were able to wait or be one of the first ones, not have to wait for the next batch of pre-orders or actual sales. So it's already guaranteed. Don't let it ruin your life.
I mean, that's true.
And then another thing that came out on September 24th was the Nvidia's 3090 graphics cards. I talked about the 3080s last week. That was a $700 card. This 3090 starts at $1,500. It's pretty much double the price.
That's the most expensive one they got?
That's the most expensive one right now. And that's like the top tier.
Is it worth it though?
It is and it isn't. And the thing that like a lot of people are mad about is that Nvidia was saying that it's like the true 8K gaming card. And like it's a gamer's card. That's what they're marketing it as.
Mm-hmm. And
a lot of people are mad because it's only 10-15% better in gaming compared to the 3080, which is $800 less. but it's really good for like people that render videos, like CGI. It's a good production card.
Wait, so who's this?
Nvidia, and
so they're marketing it as the gamers.
Yeah, the gamers card to get.
But it's really more of an all around.
Yeah, it's an all around, and it is technically the best card so far. But it's only a 10 to 15% increase if you really want it for gaming, like at the performance that they play. And there's not too many 8K games either that you can play it. They kind of lied about that too.
And what about the like monitors and stuff? Like, is there a lot of monitors?
I don't believe there's even that many 8K monitors right now. And 4K gaming isn't even like fully optimized, which it will be now with these new cards coming out. But they don't have too many 4K monitors or games that play at 120 frames.
Yeah, you're kind of jumping too far ahead. Is kind of what like.
Yeah.
We're barely completing the 4K part of it, and we're already jumping.
The standard there is not set to perfection yet.
Yeah.
So and you're already going ahead of it, but I'm not saying don't grab that card. What I'm saying is, why would Nvidia like market it like that, and then everyone's like, bro, this is a lie.
Yeah.
Like you guys are saying that it can do way more than it actually can. And
so maybe they're trying to say like this is the future of gaming.
Yeah,
like, you might not be able to use it so much right now, but you're kind of future proofing yourself.
Yeah, and that is true, but at the same time, the way they're marketing their specs are lying. Yeah, and the 3080 they did that as well. The $700 card, they said that it was double the 2080, which was the previous gen before that. But they did when it came out, they ran tests on it. And they found out that it was only double the performance of that card on like 2 games. So like that was obviously a lie. Like I know like Xbox probably does that too on the One X and the PS4. It's like true 4K gaming, but it doesn't run it native. It like upscales it a lot too. So I don't think companies should. I know you're trying to make sales, but people are gonna find out right when it comes out. I feel like they should use different tactics that way.
Well, I was gonna say, are these worth it though? Like, well, in the sense, like, for the price, like, what was the last gen price? Is it like around the same when it first came out?
So the last high card, like that people were buying a lot, was the 2080 Ti.
How much was that when it first came out?
That one was around $1,500
so
as
same
well.
Price,
yeah, same price.
It is worth it.
So the 3080 does better than that card. It's about like $700 cheaper. So that's a really good deal. Like, why not market it like that? Like. This is way better than.
It's $700 cheaper than the last gen.
Yeah,
but it performs better.
It performs better, yeah. So you could just market it like that, like, hey, we got this new card coming out. It's way better and it's cheaper. Or if you just want the best of the best, buy the 3090, which is insane too.
So either way, if you have the money, you should still upgrade. It's a good upgrade.
Yeah, if pretty much if you already have a 2080 Ti, pretty much this last generation, maybe wait till the next gen, because like. Unless you got like a lot of money and just to spend money, then that's fine.
But you don't need it.
But yeah, it's not needed yet because the 2080 Ti still plays 4K games and 2K games pretty impressively. But that's why I'm saying like the marketing was kind of weird. Like you're trying to say like, I think they're doing this because Nvidia is going against AMD.
Yeah, I thought I was thinking too. Yeah. I know nothing about this, by the way.
Yeah.
So this is mostly him, and I'm just asking questions that I have. But I was kind of thinking that maybe they're doing it this way because they're trying to prove that they're better.
Yeah.
And don't want the up and comer to like pass them up. But
yeah, and then like
I don't know.
Their cards were limited in quantity too, and it's kind of funny because I feel like next month, on the 28th of October, they're gonna release the AMD reveal. I feel like out of nowhere they're gonna come back in stock, and like all the people that maybe wanted to buy the AMD are probably gonna might want to buy the 3080s because they're in stock, and then the 3070 comes out next month as well, which is the $500 card. And I feel like that's going to perform as well. So to me, pretty much the card to get is the 3080 because it's only $200 more and like 10 to 15% less than the $1,500 card.
Wait, so when does AMD come out with their lineup?
October 28th.
All of them are coming out, or they only have one that's coming out?
I'm not too sure yet. They haven't even they're just revealing it.
So what's the one that was on Fortnite? Nvidia?
No, AMD. It was this Radeon, the 6000 series.
And is that supposed to be better?
Yeah.
Or no one knows the specs.
No one knows the specs. All they know is called Big Navi.
You think it's gonna be better though?
It has a really good chance of being better. AMD has been on a roll. Maybe not better than the 3090, that $1,500 one, But whatever ones are close to that price range of the lower two,
Probably be better.
it probably be better or might be cheaper and pretty damn close.
On par with it.
Yeah, because that's what they did with their 5700 XT, which is the last gen.
Yeah.
So that's why the next one are 6000 series, because they'll be 6700 or 6900. You know.
So AMD really only has like one. Like they don't have like a cheap version, medium, a real expensive like.
Nah, they just do like a cheap version because they just want people to be able to afford their stuff. They're still technically kind of new to the market compared to like Nvidia, who's been around for a long time. But like now that the hype has kind of died down with this 3090 and 3080, this is their big chance to capitalize on this market and to go ahead and to take control. Because
I like this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's insane.
I like this because I'm really into like watching businesses battle.
Yeah.
In a competitive thing, and I like what AMD's doing based on what you've told me, in the sense of like, kind of what we were just saying, offering value.
Yeah.
We're not gonna charge you all kinds. Ours might not be maybe as good, but it's gonna be pretty on par. But it's gonna be cheaper or like whatever.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before, well, like this $1,500 one, they would just charge on the same prices because they could. Yeah. Like. They're like, whoa, no one else can beat this card, so why not like just charge a whole bunch? Can't. Yeah, now they can't. Now, like, I don't believe if Nvidia made that 5700 XT so good last gen, that the prices would have been this cheap. That probably would have been like $200, $300 more. But they realized that people like AMD because they're getting their money's worth. So they're competing like that. And then the 3080. So not a lot of people were able to get them, and the people that were getting them. People like to overclock it, which is like, let's just say when you have a car, you put a turbo on it, you make it faster.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that with the graphics cards, but a lot of them were either overheating or like there's a lot of problems with them because they had like 5 chips. I guess some were porcelain or ceramic and some weren't, and like only 2 manufacturers, which were Asus just Asus, not manufacturers, but 2 of their cards. They have the Tough Gaming, which is their cheaper graphics card, but it's really good. The one I'm probably gonna get if I do get one. And then they have ROG Strix, which is their like major gaming brand. But they didn't cheap out on those quality parts right there. All their cards or all their little chips on those are pretty good. The other companies they did a mixture of cheap and good parts, so they're turning off when people try to overclock them, and that looks bad too.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm probably gonna get I like the Tough Gaming or the Asus cards or Asus, whatever they call it, is because my motherboard is Asus, so my whole system is kind of built around that. So like when I buy, with your Apple, everything's compatible.
Yeah.
When I buy those, everything's compatible. Yeah, so like that was perfect.
So it makes sense.
And then they did reviews on it, and like it was the coolest one. And when it comes to computers, the colder temperatures you get, the better, because you can do more.
Mm-hmm.
So. That's what I have to say about the graphics cards.
This guy over here nerding out on his computer work.
This is crazy.
Computer stuff.
And like, I have to wait a long time to get one because like obviously I waited this long. Might as well see what the competition does and then go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be hard for me to get like my hands on one anyways, so I'm gonna have to wait anyways.
Well, you think the AMD's gonna be crazy like sold out like this one?
Oh yeah, definitely. Sure, huh? Yeah, day one, so like in less than a minute. Yeah, in less than a minute, it's gonna sell out. Well, I'm gonna try to buy it like in a minute.
Yeah.
But if I can't, then, and like even if the 3080 came out, I might buy it right now. Like if I had the chance to buy it right now.
Yeah.
And then maybe just sell it for more, and if not, then just use it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it sounds messed up, guys, but like, might as well.
Yeah.
And since I nerded out like big time over here about the whole graphics card, I'm gonna let Matt nerd out.
I'm not gonna nerd out all crazy. I don't know as much. But we've been talking about Tesla Day coming up. I feel like. Even on the first episode, I think we brought it up. But it finally came. I didn't watch it, but I seen highlights of what was going on. And, I mean, apparently, I think the biggest thing is the Tesla wants to have a $25,000 electric car. And I think they're going to be doing that because of a new battery technology that they came out with or whatever, or they're starting to use, which I guess it gives it, like 5 times more energy, which gives like a 16% range increase, and I guess it's cheaper to make.
So 16% range increase. What do they get right now? Like 300 miles to a charge?
It depends. It depends on what. Let's actually look that up.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say it's just like 300 miles per like a round trip.
Yeah, just say 300 to do the
10% of that is probably 30, and then so half of that's 15, so 45. So you'll be getting 45 extra miles on your trip, and it'll be
cheaper.
And it'll be cheaper.
Yeah, the car will be cheaper. So they wanted to use the battery. So they wanted to use the battery for all their products, I guess, like all the different models. But this is gonna be real big for them to come up with a $25,000 car because I guess just the cost of everything, like there's no way they can get it to $25,000. But apparently that's what they're gonna be able to do, and I think they said they're gonna be able to do it within the next couple of years. I think 3 years. He said
3 years. That's not like that. Might seem like a long time,
but
especially in the car business. That's like a long time. Yeah.
But I mean, but as you guys know, he's been talking about like the new Roadster that's supposed to come out, and that's
been years. That's been years.
So long. The semi truck that they want to do, which they're actually suing Nikola.
The new Tesla.
The new Tesla.
Yeah.
But because they have like the same design, a similar design or something. But yeah, so 6 times the power output. It's cost reduced. $25,000 car in 3 years, and they came out with the new Model S Plaid, which is
I was gonna say Plaid.
1100 horsepower, fastest 0 to 60 in quarter mile by any car ever.
Wait, 1100 horsepower?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? That's insane, dude. That's crazy.
0 to 60 in 2
took
seconds.
My hat off.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
0 to 60 in 2 seconds. 200 miles per hour top speed. 520 plus mile range. That's crazy to have all that power and all that and still have the range, but it's gonna cost you
$135,000. But if you think about it, that's super cheap.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, like for like an exotic car.
Yeah, for an exotic car, that's gonna go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds apparently. And
if I was rich, like rich, like any kind of rich, because like I'm not even like cheap rich.
If you're any kind of rich, yeah,
I'd probably have that as my daily, because like that's insane, dude.
That's the thing, and I've never been in a Tesla, and people say like it's like a whole different experience compared to a regular car. Even if you get into a Lamborghini or any type of super car, it's still different being in the Tesla.
Yeah, it feels like the future, I bet.
Yeah, so I've never felt anything close to 2 seconds 0 to 60.
Yeah.
So that'd be crazy to feel that. Like,
yeah, dude. 1 second you're already going 30 miles per hour.
Nah, but yeah, it's gonna cost you.
Starting at 135.
Yeah, you got to be rich, but
or lucky.
Crazy. Or lucky. But it's a crazy car. So they came up with that. I think you can pre-order it now, but I don't think you can get it now. I think it's next year is when they'll start.
And then too, when you pre-order it, it's funny because like the car's not even made. I think the money that you pre-order it with,
that's what they use.
They use it for towards, and I think you got to pay in full. No.
I don't know for the new ones aren't out yet. But I did see though. Oh, another thing is the Cybertruck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When is that gonna come out?
I don't know, but
that's a crazy truck.
When they broke the window.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was so crazy. But the fact that he was just slamming with a sledgehammer against the door and was like,
it took forever.
Like,
yeah.
That's crazy. But when that comes out, that's gonna be wild to see that on the streets.
Hell yeah,
especially, again, like we're saying, out here in Northern California, you see a million Teslas. You know there's gonna be Cybertrucks on the street, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy to see.
And they're ugly.
they look like they belong in space.
Yeah.
I picture them. You know those
like on Mars or what?
Yes,
like or like a rover?
Yes, that's what I picture, like a huge rover. That's what it looks like to me. But yeah, that was the main things I wanted to talk about. Just I think the biggest thing was the $25,000 car, because regular people can get that, and that's going to tie in with our governor.
Yeah.
And what he announced. So
dang, you geeked out about that all crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Governor Newsom.
Governor. I mean, he is the governor.
Governor Newsom is banning sales of gas-powered cars in 2035, and which is hilarious to me because I don't even think he's gonna be the governor by then. But what that means is he's not banning gas-powered cars like everywhere. Yeah, you just won't be able to buy it no more.
So eventually they'll fade out, but
yeah.
Cars last a while, so it's gonna be a while.
Which is kind of like in California, you can't buy like 30-round magazines for guns. But
this one for me personally, because I'm not a big car guy, so I don't care like, oh, this new car, this or that, or like whatever. I like Tesla.
Yeah.
So for me, if there's, and it's good for the environment.
That's true.
So,
but at the same time, I don't know. Cars are dope. Like
well, that's the
I'm a
thing.
big
If you're
car guy,
into
yeah.
cars or like your favorite car is whatever, and
Yeah.
you're not able to get it now, that's kind of whack.
Yeah.
But my thing is though, if I buy out of state, can I get it?
Yeah, probably because you're just banning the sale.
Yeah.
You-
I mean,
you-
either way, it's still gonna drop it because not everyone's gonna go out of state to buy
A car every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
So either way, it's gonna drop it, but that's still a long time from now.
Yeah, and he's not gonna, like I said, he's not gonna be the governor anymore, anyways. So there's probably a high chance it's gonna get overturned. I feel like he's just
You think so? I don't think
yeah,
so.
I just feel like he's doing this so like he can look good and be like, look, I'm here to protect the environment. This is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
do, and like give me a high five before I dip out eventually.
The thing is, I feel like people are gonna carry this on,
Maybe.
only because California is crazy with the pollution and stuff.
yeah,
Especially
LA.
Yeah, especially LA and all that. So, and I feel like the more time goes on and more people see the effects of climate change, because 2035, that's not close.
That's not, but
Like it is close,
yeah.
but it's not. Like so much can happen in the next 15 years.
Yeah, like 2020.
yeah,
That's
so
just
much
one
can
year.
happen.
That's
Like
just one year.
imagine, you know, the iPhone 20 in that time, or the Samsung Note 20 at that
They
time.
already have the Samsung Note 20.
The Samsung Note 40. Like whatever, like you know what I mean? Like the phones alone in 15 years are gonna be way different.
Yeah, I know.
Like think of the phones 15 years ago from now compared to what we have now.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. So imagine 15
what,
years.
like the first iPhone?
Yeah.
Kind of like if we're.
Yeah, and which is the first iPhone was trash when you compare it to now.
Yeah. hell yeah.
So that's the thing. Like technology changes so much that the world is gonna be pretty different in 15 years.
So we'll see.
Even though it's not that long, like
Yeah.
we'll still be relatively young in 15 years. So
Eh,
relatively
eh,
young,
yeah, that's true.
but not
Well, I'll be like,
when you'll be in your 40s.
oh no, I'll be like 30. No, it's just.
You're 15 right now. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's a crazy. It seemed like a big statement to make, like
Yeah,
banning it, because what's gonna happen to all these dealerships?
exactly. They're good. That's what I'm saying, like, bro. And then like a lot of the electric cars are ugly, except Teslas.
Yeah, except Teslas.
Which-
Well, except for the real exotic ones, like
Yeah.
doesn't Porsche or something have like a crazy one?
Yeah, they just made a crazy one. BMW has the i8.
Yeah, BMW. So the cars you can afford, or most people can afford, look good. But the
Yeah.
ones you can't afford, so we'll see what the.
And I'm down for a
$25,000
$25,000 Tesla.
Yeah,
'cause that sounds sick.
Yeah, it sounds sick. And most people can get that eventually.
Yeah.
A lot of people can at least.
And
But,
then since we're talking about the governor.
Yeah, the governor.
President Trump, he selected Judge Amy Coney Barrett to replace Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She recently passed away.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
But she was a big figure for like women's rights and stuff, right? Or
Yeah.
something like that. That's yeah. So
And I kind of wanted to talk about this because I was misled a little. I didn't do my research as much, but I did my research after, and I already like figured it into this, so we're gonna have to talk about it. But I saw a tweet from him that said that if Obama, like I guess a similar situation happened in 2016, and if Obama appointed a judge for the same spot, that he should be fired or he should not be able to run for president. You know, just something Trump usually says. And it was fake. And I kind of thought it was. I thought it was fake because I'm like, what are the odds 4 years later that the same thing happened that happened before?
Yeah.
But that part was true. But the fake part was Trump never tweeted it.
what part was true? That he really said that?
That someone passed away or lost their position in the office, and he picked someone
Oh, okay.
before the election.
But Trump never mentioned anything.
Yeah,
about
but
it.
Trump
Oh,
never
okay.
tweeted it. That's the weird part. That
Yeah.
that actually did
Yeah.
happen.
See, I don't know anything about this though. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know this lady.
Yeah, I don't know this
I don't know if
lady
this
either.
lady's legit. She's good or not. I would assume she's not the best.
Yeah.
If Trump picked her, but
Who knows?
who knows? She could be great. I don't know.
But the only reason I brought it up, or I wanted to bring it up, was because I thought it was hilarious that he tweeted
Yeah.
that. Because this has happened before. I don't remember with what, but he has tweeted something about like Obama, and then
Then
he did
the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely done that a few times. I feel like.
That's why it's hilarious. But
I feel like he forgets things that he says.
For real.
Or he's just the ultimate troll. Maybe he knows exactly what he's doing, but he just likes to be.
yeah, well, dude, he says so much. I'm sure it's hard to remember
it
everything
all,
he says.
especially at his age and all that.
Yeah, and since we were talking about like the end of his term, or like if he was going to make it again as president, kind of, I was kind of wondering. This is kind of random, kind of off topic, but I was wondering, are theaters going to make it, bro? And what do you feel about that?
That's the weirdest transition ever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Are they doing full capacity?
I don't
think so.
I don't think so. I'm sure they're doing 6 feet away apart. The only reason I kind of thought of this too is because I was talking to my cousin Julian, and we were talking about the theaters. You know, if he was gonna go see something or something, and I'm like, nah, they're not even open here. And he said they are there. They're only doing 1 showing a day, and everyone has to sit like 6 feet apart. And I'm like, what's the difference between like 1 showing
doesn't make any sense.
and like 1 day and like just like 2 showings maybe or 3 showings? Like,
well, I don't get why does the amount of showings matter?
Yeah,
if
like
you're 6 feet apart.
Like, do they think it's gonna just like linger in the air in the same spot?
I don't understand that.
Maybe it takes longer to clean, but like I don't feel like it takes a whole day to clean.
But I feel like you're losing money.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like 1 show, then like 2 hours split, and then the next show, maybe like go ahead and like give them time to
really
wipe everything
sanitize
down.
everything.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, okay, you have to have somebody at the serving food.
Yeah.
Right. So that's 1 worker. You have to have somebody doing the tickets. It's 2 workers. You have to have somebody cleaning. That's 3 workers. Minimum, you need 3 workers.
Yeah.
Just say. Obviously, you need more than that because
there's a lot of rooms.
Bigger and a lot of rooms. But minimum, you need 3. Plus, you have to pay for the lights that are on and running. And then, what are tickets? $12.
Yeah.
But you're not full capacity, so you're only showing 1 showing. 6 feet apart. How many people can you fit in there?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you're losing money on that day.
And theaters have been losing money anyways. It's not like they've been making like hella money.
So COVID they were already doing not as good, and then COVID comes and now they're really doing worse. So AMC is the biggest chain, and I think they're struggling too. And they did have their like 15 cents a ticket. I don't know what it was commemorating, like back in the day, 1950s or something.
Like,
but their first day back was like 15 cents. My thing is, if we want movie theaters to stay, you don't need to do the 15 cents thing. Like, we need to you need to survive.
Yeah, I know. Like maybe once you guys get back on your feet, you can go ahead and do the 15 cents.
But will they survive? I don't know. I don't know how much people go to movies. I like the movie theater though, personally.
Yeah, it's fun because you gotta like, I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it. I like it because you gotta get away and you get a big screen and you get like nice speakers for the most part.
And it's nice to sometimes just get out of the house one night and like watch a movie, especially if it's a movie you're really into, or like you're looking forward to.
But see, that's one thing I don't like too, because like sometimes you can go and you have an awesome crowd and like everyone's like into it.
Yeah,
like,
you have to have a good crowd.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying you have to like stand up and cheer because that's kind of cringy sometimes. Yeah. Or like
especially during the movie when they do it like 10 times. Oh my goodness, Avengers. Yeah. People like cheering, see someone turns on the screen, like crazy.
Yeah, it's like bro, it's
not even
real.
just at the end, like so. But.
And then I went to go see John Wick with my fiance this last time.
Which I still haven't seen any of them, by the way.
Okay, well I want to see the John Wick 3.
So don't say anything crazy.
Yeah, I know. And I like now what the theaters are doing. They assign you a seat. That way, like you can like get your ticket before, go to, like and have your seat ready. You don't have to worry about getting like a crappy seat at the end or like separate seats and all that.
Yep.
So I went to my seat. And then there was these 2 girls, like teenagers, probably like 16 or 17. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, hey, you guys are in my seat. Like, all the row was full. Because, like, it's John Wick. It's a dope movie. I was like, hey, you guys are in my seat. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, you must be mixed up. Your seats are probably down there. And they're pointing to their seats.
Oh, wow.
And I knew for a fact that it wasn't because I saw that it was, like, row A, seat 17, 16. And I was like, maybe I misread it. So I looked. And I was like, nah, you know what? This is my seat. They're all, no, you're mixed up. I'm like, no, you're mixed up. I'm like, I know these are my seats. I'm looking at the ticket. I'm looking at the row. And, like, they got all mad and they got up and left. And I was like, damn. I was like, why were they trying to argue with me, make me look dumb when they knew for a fact,
like, that's crazy.
Like, how are you going to win this?
Yeah.
And then it got me in the fighting mood, and then I watched John Wick, so it was kind of good.
That's why, that's the same reason is why I do like movie theaters now, because before, back in the day and stuff, you were so crammed. You tried to fit 1 million people in, and like you had to like walk. Like now, there's so much space.
And a lot of in Salinas, that's where I live. I don't care where I say where I live, but they all have the reclining seats, the leather seats, the works. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like that stuff, like it's way more of a comfortable vibe now compared to. You don't know who's sitting next to you. It could be someone that's takes up a lot of space or smells. But now you have a good amount of space. You can lay back, relax. Before like you can put your feet on their seat But now there's like good room. Like
they'd be all kicking your seat while you're watching.
Because there's one here that's not fully. I don't know if maybe it is now, but it wasn't fully redone to.
It was old school.
New, and like not all of them, but some of them, and literally like I'm not that tall. I mean I'm tall, but I'm not like.
It's like an airplane seat or a stadium seat.
It was just bad. Like it like literally my knees are high up. And if people try to come by,
that's the worst.
I have to like climb onto the seat.
Bro, I just stand up, so like they don't like rub on me.
It's bad. But the new like standard of how they do things, love it.
But then too, like I like watching movies at my house. I don't got the craziest TV, but I got a nice TV. Like it's not the biggest one, but it's 4K and it looks nice, it's smooth. So like I don't mind watching stuff in my house. I got a soundbar, which sounds cool too. So it's not too bad, and I just feel like. Maybe if they could try to find a way to make the movies cheaper to watch at home instead of charging me like $30, I probably would prefer watching movies at my house than going to the theater.
$30?
Yeah.
You're willing to pay the $30?
No, I'm not willing to pay.
Oh, I thought you were saying you'd rather pay the $30 and stay home.
The only reason, so I have only ordered one movie since this whole
Trolls.
It was the Trolls. And it's because it was my niece really wanted to watch it, and there was about like 7 of us anyways. Right. So like $30 is like, well, that's cheaper than if we all paid to go to the movie.
The crazy thing is he doesn't even have a niece. It was for him.
My niece.
Yeah, his niece.
No, it was for my niece. But that was about it with the theater thing.
Yeah.
And then another thing that's random that I wanted to talk about too was like, do you guys hate when you see a parking spot and you're like, hell yeah, that's a good spot, and like you go to pull in and there's a freaking motorcycle there?
Oh yeah, you hate to see that.
That happened on my way here.
Because you always think there's like. You're looking and there's a spot.
Yeah.
But then I always think like there's no way that's a spot.
Yeah.
Everywhere's full. There's no way there's this one random spot. And of course there's a motorcycle there.
And yeah, it's terrible. I freaking hate that thing. And I also hate too when you're like, there's like a car coming and you're closer.
Then they take it.
Yeah, and they take it. They like speed up all crazy. Yeah.
Or like they have to cut across you, like they're coming like this, and if they cut across you, it's like, bro, this is my lane to go.
Yeah, it's like
and you take it. Like. And that's when you just jump out and start keying their car.
Yeah, that's when you hop out and stomp out. Yeah. But you know what? When it comes to that, I'm just like, you know what? If you parked here all crazy, people probably park here all crazy. Yeah. And I don't want my car to get dinged.
No, exactly. I'd rather just like...
I'll take the L that time. But it's annoying. It's annoying. So the people that are out there watching this that do that, there's a special place for you when you pass away. Oh, man.
That's crazy to say. Yeah. But it's a special place. You don't know what he's meaning.
Yeah, no, I just didn't want to transition into another topic about that. But should I talk about that video I wanted to talk about?
Sure.
I feel like since this is like story time and or like just random stuff, so I'm gonna play a video at the end of this little memory I have. I have to explain it a little just so you guys can. Understand it more or understand the premise. I was with my friend Junior. We were going to a kickback, not a party. Kickback is like a small gathering. We were underage, under 21, probably like 19, 20. I don't remember. But so we went to this little kickback. When we got there, people were already drinking. They were already kind of buzzed. There was 2 guys that were faded. They'll equate into this. There was a DJ that was playing music hella loud. Like, he was from the school, I guess. Everyone knew him. And he was playing music hella loud, which is why the cops ended up showing up. So we got there. We were drinking. And, like, a little while into it, someone's like, hey, the cops are outside or something. They could see the lights. And so everyone was kind of, like, tripping out. There was, like, we were by this ping pong table. And there was one guy, he was, like, so drunk that he threw up on the table. And, like, he took his shirt off. Because he threw up on his shirt. And then there was this other drunk guy. I guess he seen the drunk guy take off his shirt. So he took off his shirt. So the 2 most wasted people in the party or kickback were shirtless. And then the guy that was throwing up, he's like, you know what? I'm going to make a run for it. So there's like this glass door, like a sliding door. He opens it up and he runs, jumps the fence. And like, we're like, all right, I wonder what happened to him. And then, like, a little while later, we just see him, like, hop back over the fence and just, like, run full speed. And he's like, there's hella cops everywhere. So, like, we closed the glass door and locked it. And I don't know if there was a gate or whatever. Somehow, we just see, like, a cop creeping up. He's all with his flashlight. And he's like, hey, you guys. He's like, I see you there. Open the door. And like he was pointing to me and my friend Junior. And like we were just drinking our beer. We turn around and we just start chugging. And as we're chugging, this drunk girl like comes up. She like slides the blinds or the shades closed, so the cop couldn't see us no more. And everyone's kind of like freaking out, like, oh shoot, like there's cops outside. What are we gonna do? Everyone's like, oh, let's be quiet and hide, even though the cops like saw everyone.
Yeah.
So like everyone was like hiding like in the corners or something, so the cops couldn't see them through the window. I don't know why I grabbed all the beers and all the bottles and I put them inside of the dryer because like it was they're connected to the kitchen close to where we were, and so everyone's like in the corners, whatever, of the kitchen and in the living room, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go hide like in a room or something, so the cops come through the kitchen door or the living room door, I can escape through this window or something like somewhere, you know, so I don't get caught. I was hiding in this dark room, and then that guy, not the one that was throwing up and ran out, but the other drunk guy that took off his shirt. He stumbled in there and like he was making hella noise, and I told the guy, I was like, dude, you're being loud, shut the fuck up. And then like he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, like yelling. He's like, I don't mean to be loud, I'm sorry about that. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up or I'm gonna knock you out. He's like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you feel that's what's right, then go ahead. I was like, well, all right then. Like, you know, someone's like giving you the green light to like, hey, go ahead and knock me out. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. So like I stood up, I was about to hit him, and his friend walks in the door, and he's like, what's going on here? And I was like, oh, this guy was being super loud and annoying, I'm about to knock him out. And he's like, nah, that's my homie. And then like he looked at me and he's like, if anyone's gonna knock him out, it's gonna be me. And I was like, all right then.
That's the twist.
I was like, all right then, but you gotta let me record.
Yeah.
So I've had this file on my phone for like the longest time, because it's just hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was so long ago.
Huh? Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So that's a long time ago and you still have it. So.
And this came up because we're talking about phones and like how they take like crappy pictures in the dark.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
And then the room was hella dark.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go ahead and watch the video real quick.
Yeah, it'll be right here.
Okay, and so like you've seen the video, right? Like so not only does like I was gonna count, you know, we were gonna count to 3 and he gets knocked out. But he lands in a drum set, like the loudest thing and the most randomest thing he can land on.
You need to be quiet.
Yeah. And like the owner, you know, you hear him, he's like Andrew or whatever that guy's name was, like, what's going on? And like he walked in and like, he was probably
crazy.
confused as hell too. That wasn't shown obviously, but
it's just crazy, like, I don't know, it's just crazy what alcohol does.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like you're just in a whole nother world.
It was hilarious, bro.
I think the best part to me is the friend wanting, like, if anyone's gonna knock him out, it's me.
Yeah.
Like, that's hilarious.
I know, because I thought I was gonna fight the guy, like, you know, he's all like, what are you doing to my friend or something?
What's crazy though is, oh, you mean the other friend?
Yeah.
So you'll be fighting 2 people almost.
Yeah, well, not the drunk guy, just me fighting the friend.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so like obviously, like I was like, well, let me record. I want to like this is gonna be something good to record.
The fact that you've kept it all these years is crazy.
It's a gem. It's a hidden gem. I hope you guys liked it.
Yeah. Well, that is crazy though.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. I was gonna say this is probably a good time to go into sports talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I forgot to talk about Breonna Taylor. What happened with the cops?
Oh yeah.
This is kind of random placement too. I guess this whole
this is a very random placement.
This whole last segment has
but
been random.
But it should be said.
But
because we were talking about this.
Yeah, the last episode.
Yeah, and then I haven't been following it so super closely, but when I see that, like, I do follow when the new news comes up.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know there was already going to be like a trial or whatever. Like the very next day, it seemed like after we talked about
like
it.
Literally, yeah, I think it was the next day.
So we were saying in the last episode, which you guys can see it linked down below, but we were just saying how the family got $12 million, which is obviously cool. Like, you'll take money, but it's not enough. We want to see some actual justice by whoever's the killer or anything like that needs to, you know,
be arrested
for doing it, because that wasn't obviously,
even if it wasn't like first degree murder, like maybe second or third degree.
Because at the end of the day, you got $12 million, but he's still free, so it looks like it's okay for the cop to kill somebody.
Yeah, as long as they get paid.
And that's just dumb. But so what happened was none of them got.
No one got charged with murder.
No one got charged with murder for her death. The only thing was like one of them got charged for like firing into the apartment with or something like that.
Yeah. So I have my concealed carry permit. You're responsible for every bullet that leaves that gun. And when I say that is like, let's just say I start shooting randomly into like the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm responsible for every bullet that leaves that gun. So if I shoot 6 rounds, if one of those hits someone, then I can be charged with, attempted murder or murder, whatever, just depending on the case. So technically they were charging the cop with that. Like just that the rounds that he shot went through the wall and they could have hit someone else like in a different apartment. So he wasn't charged with actually hitting.
That's the thing. So which is crazy. So again, there was no justice because this is a whole separate case basically.
Yeah,
it's not even. I mean, it does involve the same case, but it's it's 2 different things.
Yeah, that's a different situation.
It's a different situation. Like, so that was whack in my opinion. Like, so to me, it just proves again. It just shows like there's no accountability.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're a police officer, you can get away with a lot of stuff.
I don't understand that. This makes no sense to me. There's like, I don't know. To me, there's like when there's proof of something, and you paid. Why did you give them money then? Yeah,
exactly. Why'd you give them money if there was no problem?
If there's no problem and they're wrong, the cops did the right thing. Everything was correct. Why give the family money? That would not happen. But clearly, that's not the case. There was a problem, and it wasn't all done correctly. So you gave money. That's fine. That's cool. But finish the rest of the case. You didn't finish the case. So, yeah, that's whack.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that's an update on something we talked about.
Yeah.
I wish it had a better conclusion than that.
And one more thing. And this is so deep because it goes and it ruins the relationship that's already ruined between cops and civilians.
Yeah.
Because now it's nothing's getting fixed. So now when people see cops or whatever, they still feel afraid or they still feel
more afraid now. More afraid because they're like they can get away with like just killing me cold in the street.
Like at least tense. Yeah. And that's the thing. You cannot be doing anything wrong. But if cops are around, you automatically get this feeling of like
you're doing something wrong
when you're not.
Yeah, I know.
So that's clearly not the right way. You should feel more safe and more like you should want cops around because you should know like you're good.
You should feel like even better when there's a cop around because you're like, hey, nothing bad can happen because this guy's here.
But that's just not the case. Yeah. And this kind of stuff that goes on like this makes that relationship with cops and civilians even worse because of obvious reasons. Yeah. But either way, though, we just had to mention that because that's crazy.
And there was riots, right? And they shot 2 police officers.
I didn't follow any of that, but yeah, I guess some cops got shot. I think they caught something on fire too, which I don't condone any of that. Any of that like extra violent type stuff. But I don't condone it, but I'm not mad at it either because they've been doing peaceful stuff forever.
Peaceful protest,
from forever. So things have changed, but it's racism and classism and even sexism. All that stuff is under a mask now. So it's not so blatantly out there in your face like it used to be. But it's still alive.
Yeah.
Racism's still alive. They just be concealing it. Shout out Kanye West, even though he's a little weird on the Trump side, but I don't think he's racist. So.
And then too, if it takes burning stuff and destroying some property to get some like not justice but equality, like not because there's been a lot of protests for a lot of different situations, and police brutality is the major one that they've been protesting about. And if it takes like burning stuff to go ahead and like make a point, prove a point, or to get something done, I get it. I just feel bad for like a company or a local business that has like nothing to do with any of it, and they get attacked.
But see, this is when things get conspiracy. There's always conspiracies.
Yeah.
Because this, when people are saying, a lot of people that are not for this Black Lives Matter or even just justice, right? They're saying that a lot of these people that are starting these things are doing it to make it look bad.
Yeah, like they're trying to make the Black Lives Matter look bad.
Yeah, look bad, or like people are destroying or stealing things. Like remember the first riots that like people were like breaking into stores and stealing stuff?
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was all these people that people are talking about, but I think there are, especially
what do you mean these people?
These people that are like not for the Black Lives Matter movement, but they're pretending to be.
Yeah, just so they're taking advantage of
it to make it look worse.
Yeah.
Because But then there's even the video of cops doing stuff.
They caught like off-duty cops dressed up in like full riot gear, like doing stuff.
No, but also they showed like cops beating up their own cars or setting their own car on fire or something like that. And then that was like on the news of like they're setting the cops' cars on fire, all this kind of stuff. But really,
it was just the cop like making it worse.
Oh, no, they were also stabbing out the tires, like slashing tires.
Yeah, or how about like when they were doing peaceful protests, like. One of the cops, they dropped like their glasses or like their visor or something, and the old man went to pick it up and give it to them. Oh, and then there was this jerk cop just shoved the old man and like
cracked his head open.
He cracked his head open. Yeah. Like, bro, like why? Like this is a peaceful protest, and you're the one making it violent.
Plus, this dude was like 7. I don't know if he was 7.
He was
really old. Yeah. Though. He was a guy that he's not going to put up a fight.
Yeah, he's not going to run like all crazy.
He's not going to run all crazy. And
he's not going to throw a fire, like a Molotov at you and just dip.
So that was crazy. But,
or that there was like random pallets of bricks located like at some locations. Yeah. And they showed cops unloading them from their vehicles. It's
just a weird thing.
It's a weird time.
To me, it's not even close to being fixed or anything, even though we do see progress, but like, it's just so corrupted.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's our serious talk though.
Yeah,
for that episode.
Yeah, sorry that had to come at the end of my party story. But I forgot to mention it earlier, so I had to throw it in right there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and go into sports talk with Jerry and Matthew.
Let's go.
So, I guess we're gonna start this off with we talked last week how the Chargers started Herbert the Pervert, and because Tyrod Taylor was injured, and they didn't say why he was injured or like what was wrong with him, but it turned out that he had a cracked rib, and their own doctor.
Wait. You know what I think we should do first?
Huh?
I think we should save football for last.
Okay.
Just because that's gonna be the longest one.
Okay.
I think we should do.
So we're gonna cut right here.
No, we're gonna cut.
Okay.
We're not gonna cut people. UFC. And then we can go on to like.
How about basketball?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Anything besides football.
We'll do basketball. And
football. Okay, let's go.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's go in reverse real quick. I don't know. I don't know that name. So the Lakers have made it to the finals, which is pretty crazy.
Which I think they're gonna win.
Huh? Yeah, I think so too, because they're gonna have to play the Heat or the Celtics. We don't know yet. The Celtics just won. They're supposedly the one that their eliminator. So it's 3-2. They still need 2 more, which is kind of dicey, but it's been done before.
But the Lakers have Kobe behind them.
Yeah, they got like his presence there, so that's insane. What was the stat about LeBron?
The stat is this might be the craziest stat I think I've ever seen, personally. Just because we're talking about franchises and we're talking about a single player. LeBron James apparently has made more NBA finals than every franchise except for 3.
Yeah.
Which is the Lakers, the Celtics, and the Warriors. And the Warriors are only by 1. Yeah. They made it to 11. LeBron's made it. This is going to be his 10th time.
And that's recent, too. That's during LeBron's time.
Exactly. Yeah. And LeBron's been to 10. So that's just insane to me. Because imagine a normal career. You probably play about 10 years.
Yeah.
Like a normal, unless you're a superstar. But like, maybe even less. I don't know. But
yeah, I think that the average, if you're saying normal.
No, not the average, but like the average like starter, someone that's actually good. Like he's been in the finals like most of his career, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe like he's been there more times than he hasn't been there.
Yeah.
Like what, 2 times maybe? 1 or 2 times? Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's just a crazy stat that I thought was insane.
And he's also the only player, I believe, to have made it to the finals with 3 different teams. Which is crazy for different reasons. Like for the LeBron haters, it's like, oh well, he keeps switching teams because he's like he can't make it on his own, which no team can. Yeah. Because you gotta have superstars, or not just superstars, but you gotta have good players.
Yeah, I don't. The LeBron haters like, and again, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I'm a fan of LeBron. Like I respect his talent. Obviously, you can't say he's not one of the.
I thought you got a tattoo of him.
But at the end of the day. I mean,
you can't ignore the facts.
Yeah. At the end of the day, he's one of the GOATs. Whether you want to say he is the GOAT or he's number 2 or number 3, like.
And he's not one of my favorite players.
He's one of the GOATs for sure, no matter what. So I don't understand how you can hate on him, like act like he's not one of the best.
Yeah, exactly, because there's facts. Like he might not be your like number 1 player. Yeah, your number. Like you can probably say that he's not your number 1 best player of all time.
Yeah.
but he's top 3, top
He
5.
has to be.
If like
He has to be top
Yeah.
5. If someone says he's not top 5, I don't want to have the conversation with you.
Yeah.
Because come on, that's just dumb. But Lakers are in it. So who do you think's gonna make it? Celtics or the Heat?
I think the Heat.
Heat.
And then I think he's gonna.
The rookie, which I haven't been paying attention too much, but when I started paying attention a little more, I think he's a rookie. Tyler Harrow or something like that. He's been going off.
Yeah.
It's like
Isn't he like 19?
I don't know, but he broke Dwayne Wade's record for the most points scored by a rookie, I think, in the playoffs or something like that. So him
and with the Heat, that's
yeah,
insane.
with the Heat. So that's crazy. I don't know. Heat would be a good matchup.
Yeah, I think he's like 19 or 20, which
That's
is
crazy.
insane.
And he's stepping up big time.
Yeah, that's insane. He's clutch. And then you got Jimmy Butler there, so like,
Yep.
yeah, that's already solid.
And people always say Jimmy Butler's been a problem, like with Chicago, and then went to Philadelphia. He was like a problem.
He was
No.
he was with Philadelphia.
He wasn't with Philly?
No, he was out the Timberwolves, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. I thought he was on Philly.
Nah,
We need to look that up.
he was on the Timberwolves. Why do you always do this to me?
No, I think he was on the
He was-
Timberwolves too.
Yeah, he was on the Sixers.
Let me just see.
Well, he's gonna
I don't
fact
know.
check this.
Talk
real
about
quick.
something right now.
Well, I'll talk about anything. No, but I swear. But yeah, anyways, I remember when he was on the Timberwolves, he had practice, like, he had the bench versus the starters, and he was on the bench, and they whooped, Jimmy Butler's stat. Jimmy Butler's teams. Yeah. And he whooped the starters, like, he said they weren't into it, they weren't giving enough heart. Oh, yeah, he was on the Sixers.
Oh, it said he was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was.
2019.
But yeah, either way,
All
though,
right, I was wrong, my bad.
they said like he's always in a problem, but no, I think he just really wants to win.
Yeah, and
And-
he'll get on a teammate.
Yeah, and he'll get on you for like he doesn't
Like,
feel
not
you're trying enough or
physically.
something.
But like Michael Jordan, he'll start telling you crap.
Yeah. So yeah, and Jimmy Butler's a beast.
Yeah, he went for a year. He was on the Sixers for a year. Damn, that's crazy. I guess I completely blocked that out.
But yeah, so that's already coming to an end. The final, like the NBA season.
Yeah, which Matt hasn't seen one game yet.
NBA
But
bubble.
maybe on the finals he'll maybe watch the last one.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
It's weird.
He's boycotting the NBA for
This
some
year
reason.
just felt so weird to me. I was not into it. I don't know why.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I guess that's enough NBA talk for now because that's all we got.
UFC baby.
Yeah, we're talking about UFC fight card number 253 in Abu Dhabi, Fight Island.
Fight Island.
The main event was it's Adanya versus Costa. We'll talk about that right now in the end, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about the undercards. So I'm gonna pronounce some names wrong because
We don't know it.
some of their names are pretty crazy.
Yeah,
But,
what was the first fight?
The first one on the main card that started like at 7 o'clock
yeah.
Pacific Standard Time was Hakeem Dawodo. He beat Zubara Tukhugov.
That was a really good fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. He beat him by decision. At the end, Tukhugov, I don't know what he was just like running away.
Yeah.
And like that fight was funny because Hakeem Dawodo, he started yelling at the other guy
To fight.
to fucking fight me
Yeah,
or
'cause he was running.
throw something. He said like fucking fight me or something.
Yeah.
And the ref was like,
Watch your mouth.
watch your language.
Yeah.
Which I found out is a rule. You're not supposed to like curse at your opponent. You're supposed to have some respect, you know?
Yeah.
But it's hilarious because like he's saying, "Hey, be respectful to this guy that you're trying to take his life."
Yeah.
From.
And it's funny because like there's no fans, because you can hear it so clear.
You can hear everything perfectly.
So
yeah.
you just heard him so clearly, like watch your language.
Yeah.
It's funny. And then he ended up apologizing and everything. But that was a really good fight. And Khabib, that's one of his partners. Like,
oh yeah, is it?
He was there.
Oh, yeah?
He was in his corner. Yeah. So and I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got hurt because he was looking good the first round.
Yeah.
I think he won the first round, but then he started losing, and then the last round he was running the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I think he was probably just tired.
Yeah, he could be tired. He kept trying to take him down, and it was not working.
It wasn't working. Sometimes you got to switch it up.
He was not Khabib there.
All right, and then Caitlin Vera beat Cesaro Eubanks by decision, which it wasn't a bad fight. It was steady.
It was pretty good. There was some moments where they were really swinging on each other.
Yeah, which is nice. Which you always want to see.
Which you always want to see. But yeah, it was a good fight. Nothing crazy.
It was a good lead. It was a good build towards the main fights.
I think it was on par with the first one.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a fair
decision. And because the last round for the first one wasn't very good because the guy was running.
Yeah.
This one, no one was running, but
but the
was still a
action
decent
wasn't as
fight.
steady. But I liked it too. And then Brandon Royval submitted. See, these names are crazy. Kai Kara France in the second round.
That was a good fight. I like that
Dude,
fight.
that was an insane
That was a really
fight.
good fight.
Yeah.
I really like that guy.
Yeah.
He's like energetic and he's like
He was throwing stupid like hits, but they weren't stupid. They were landing.
yeah, he's like very like unorthodox or whatever. Like
Yeah.
he's very like it's hard to see what he's gonna do because he's just all over the place. But he has a lot of energy to him.
I thought he threw an illegal knee at the beginning.
That looked bad.
It looked like he needed him in the head when he was down, but they showed the replay and it hit him in the shoulder right here.
He need him a couple times. Like that one was obviously look bad, but then he'd do a couple flying knees.
Yeah,
that hit him and like
he'd do combos. He'd hit him with the 1-2 and then just throw a knee. And like it's funny because like he tried that again later on and threw the knee when the guy wasn't even close to him. He just he just threw it for no reason.
I really enjoyed that fight. That's my first time watching him fight.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
But I really like him. I feel like he's really good, and I like that. It could be now because he's new. He's more newer, but like he just seems like he's grateful to be there. Like he's humble. Yeah. He's excited to finally get things going. And I hope he keeps that.
He got cracked with the right hand like at the very beginning, and he threw a spinning back fist like as he was falling down.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, and
that could have been the end of the fight for him. Yeah, because he was stunned, but then he
threw that spinning back fist, and then later on he got him again.
No, but it wasn't a back fist.
It was an elbow.
It was an elbow.
Yeah, it was the elbow. Okay.
They thought it was a back fist.
And then later on, the same thing happened again, and he got him with the spinning back, or he was trying to run away, and he just threw a spinning back fist nasty and got him.
And then at the end of the fight, when I was talking about him being humble, he was saying, after I won this, I was gonna come and say I need somebody in the top 5 or top 10, but he's like, you know what? I think I need more work because I got cracked a couple times, this and that. So I like that he's
he's honest.
He's honest. He's understanding like he's good, but he needs to work on some things. So I'll be looking forward to his next fight for sure.
Hell yeah,
because that guy was a beast.
And so that led up to the 2 championship fights, which were crazy.
Which might be the biggest fights of the year to be on the same card. I don't think there's any card this year that's like that.
Yeah, there was Jan Blachowicz. It says it's spelled Blachowicz, but
yeah, it's like
but he's Polish.
Or
Blachowicz.
Yeah, something like that.
Since he's Polish, it's pronounced differently. He knocked out Dominic Reyes in the 2nd round,
which was crazy,
to become the new UFC light heavyweight champion.
John Jones, where are you?
Exactly. And it's crazy because a lot of people I don't believe saw this coming or like expected him to win. I might be speaking for myself. I thought Dominic Reyes was gonna win. He brought a close fight to John Jones.
Yeah. Which arguably he won. A lot of people think he won.
A lot of people said he won, but he did not look at all like close to that against his Jan Blachowicz. I'm just gonna call him Jan.
That was crazy. The thing about it for me was like he started off slow. Dominic, wasn't moving the same, but then he started finding his little groove, but he just kept getting caught. He kept getting caught, and I don't understand. His biggest thing to the lead up to John Jones was the fact that he played every sport. And he's saying all that is helping me be able to move certain ways or this and that, football, because he was college. He was a big football player. And he was saying that really helped him out because he's good on the lateral speed, lateral movement. You can't really tell where he's going. He's jumping everywhere. He displayed that against John Jones. Yeah. And John Jones was struggling early with that. But that wasn't there this fight.
Yeah, like the first 4 minutes of the first round, he was not doing any of that at all.
Like, I don't think the whole fighting was because like he's really good at moving and finding these weird angles to strike and hit you. He didn't do that in this fight, and I don't know if it's because he gassed out at the end of the John Jones fight. Even though people still said he won, even though that last round was John Jones' round. So maybe he was trying to preserve energy, but I don't know. You need to be more active than that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's hard to preserve energy if you're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, he kept getting hit. So, and that kick, bro.
Yeah, he got hit. He got a hit in the rib. I don't know what kind of kick it was, but it was like some side kick to the body, and it just left an immediate impact. Like it was all red and purple and like black, and then it had a white mark in the middle.
Like, it looked like the infamous Joe Rogan kick.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's in a
flying bag.
And then later on, he got kicked in the same spot again, which obviously hurt. Yeah,
that had to have hurt.
And he ended up getting
his nose broke.
Yeah, his nose broke. He got hit in a flurry. He got hit with a left hook. It didn't look like it was too crazy, but when they played it in slow motion, I don't know if his nose was already broken before then, but his nose definitely went sideways.
It was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
He lost, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Dominic Reyes tweeted that he didn't want it to go like that at all, but he's gonna get back on the.
I didn't even see any tweets.
Horse. Yeah, he tweeted that today.
Yeah, that was rough for him. And then John Jones was tweeting the whole night.
Yeah.
And he was obviously happy, probably.
Yeah, because that Dominic Reyes was saying he's the real champ. He's the real winner. So obviously John Jones is gonna be petty.
I'm a huge John Jones fan, but he should have gave Dominic that rematch. It was too close.
Yeah,
you need to give him that rematch because people are saying John Jones lost. So now you need to come and prove I didn't lose, bro. And if I did, I'm won now.
But every time John Jones fights in the rematch, he dominates.
Exactly. Yeah, so that should be the extra motive. Like, come on. But that was a really good fight, though.
So that was a good lead up to the main event. All those fights, which was Israel Adesanya versus Paul Costa. He ended up. Is it TKO or KO?
TKO.
It was TKO, right? Yeah. He ended up TKOing Paulo Costa in the second round as well.
He had the perfect game plan.
Yeah, he was.
And Paulo Costa had no answer.
He had no game plan.
He had no game plan.
Yeah, it seemed like
he was letting Izzy stay on the outside and kick him in the leg.
Yeah,
repeatedly.
And so every leg kick that he landed on Costa, it left a welt.
Yeah.
His leg looked like a zebra with all the welts he was getting. So he had, I don't know, he had a whole bunch of welts on his leg. He was getting hit in the body with leg kicks. He was getting jabbed, hooked, uppercutted.
It just was the worst game plan.
Izzy, I'm just going to say Izzy. It's easier than saying Israel Adesanya every time. Izzy was, he didn't even need to counter too much because he was hitting him with everything. Mm-hmm. Costa kept laughing and like telling him to hit him again.
The first round, bro, he was taunting him way too much.
Like, I get it. Like, you can do that a little bit, but maybe if you're landing hits too, don't just like, you're the only one getting beat up.
But did you see when Paulo Costa, he stopped completely and just went like this? And then Izzy did the same thing and he just stopped and went, Romero.
Yeah.
He was trying to say he's like playing like Joe Romero.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Which it reminds you of the Spider-Man. You see the Spider-Man meme?
Yeah, where they point to each other. Yeah, and the reason he said that was because the last fight, a lot of people didn't like it with Izzy because there wasn't a lot of action. I was there live, and I paid a lot of money to, not too much money. I paid a good amount of money, and it was the worst fight to see live because like
the worst fight.
Nothing happened.
Probably the worst fight I've ever seen from a top
from a hype fight like that too. Yeah. But this time, he just dominated Costa
on every level.
Yeah, he hit him with the counter right hook that dropped Costa, and then he just hit him with the hammer fist, and it was over. Oh, and then he hit him with hammer fist, and while Costa was like rolled on his back, he like teabagged his back he humped his back.
Yeah. The ultimate disrespect.
Yeah, because they were talking trash the whole lead up.
The whole build up.
Yeah, so I guess that was his way of just like adding insult to injury. Which is pretty bad. I would hate for some guy to teabag my back.
After you just knocked me out.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing about it for me is like, Paulo Costa just wasn't ready.
Yeah, that, or he just
because he's been dominating people, and the Romero fight was really good, and he won.
And you can't come at Izzy in a straight line, which is another thing that he kept trying to do. Like you got to come at angles, you got to cut him off because.
My thing is again, Izzy's next level, but if I'm Paulo Costa, I have to rush in.
Yeah.
I'm not like an idiot, obviously, because you'll get kicked in the face or something.
Not in a straight line.
But I'm rushing in because he got in a couple times, but he didn't capitalize. He didn't grab on. They just separated instantly and back to kicking the leg. And that's just not it. You can't do that. You need to find a way to get in there and hit this fool.
Yeah. And if like your whole game plan was to stand and strike, and it's not working, obviously it wasn't working. Yeah, whatever his game plan was. But if that was his plan, and like I can't get in, like he keeps hitting me, clinch up. Yeah. Like get him in the clinch, do dirty boxing, slow him down. If you can't do that, try to take him down. I don't know, something. Like
something else besides
just stand there and taunt.
Especially when you're not even checking the kicks.
Yeah, like, I know that was dumb.
You just kept getting hit, and then you act like you
pointed at his leg to hit him again.
It was all good.
And he did keep doing it because like obviously it was working.
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know, but he still has a bright future though, obviously, because he's a really good fighter. Just Izzy's another level.
Yeah, and this fight was hella hype too, and I wish.
What did John Jones say about Izzy? Because obviously John Jones doesn't like him. But what did he say about him?
What did he say? I'm not
the saggy.
Oh, about his saggy titty.
Yeah.
That maybe he's taking steroids because one of his pec, I guess.
Yeah, were a little saggy.
It's saggy, and supposedly, people say that when you take like estrogen to like counteract the effects of the steroids because you get too much testosterone.
Yeah. That
happens. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's been like happening on every fight, but that's what John Jones.
Yeah, no, it definitely has been happening on every fight. Like, we might even put a picture here. Like he's normally very sounds weird, but like tight. You know what I mean? Like
ripped or built.
Yeah,
I guess
like there's no looseness normally.
I guess you could say built.
Yeah, there's no looseness, and on this fight, like it was loose.
Yeah, it was a saggy.
It was saggy. So I don't know, but people are also saying it could be like a torn pec because there's like different levels to that. Where sometimes, but there was no bruising. But sometimes you get crazy bruising all down your arm. Sometimes it just sags down a little here. So who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
My thing is, why would you do it all of a sudden?
Yeah. Acosta's a huge guy. You know?
But he didn't gain anything. Like, he didn't get any mass from it.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, maybe, like, that's if... I'm not saying he did do it. Yeah. I'm just saying, for some reason, if he did do it, maybe that could have been a factor why, like, oh, this dude's crazy huge. Like, I need muscle, too, or something. I don't know.
I really hope he didn't, because I don't think he needed to do it.
I don't think he did it either, because he looked exactly the same. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is kind of, like, throwing dirt on his name, and, like, none of us, like, both of us don't even think he did steroids. So
it was just something that John Jones brought up, and then people started talking about it.
But we had to bring it up too because that's what the show's about: topics and trends.
He just dropped it.
Yeah,
and they counted.
No, and they counted as a touchdown.
Oh wow.
Well,
okay.
But
that was crazy.
Yeah, that's stupid. So, anyways, football.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, Tyrod Taylor. Last week, he had a cracked rib. The reason he didn't start was because he got a punctured lung from his own medical doctor.
That's crazy. So he was supposed to start.
Yeah, he was supposed to start with the cracked rib, which is insane in itself. Yeah. And his doctor, I guess, got in between the ribs, I'm assuming, and stabbed the lung with the needle.
That's insane.
So, like, that's why he didn't start. But what I'm wondering is, if he had a cracked rib, why would you put your quarterback through that? Like, let him heal up.
That shows that they don't care about him.
Yeah.
And he's only temporary, and Herbert is the future.
Yeah, like, why not let him heal? Because he's going to get cracked a couple times.
Yeah. Or they didn't, or maybe they thought Justin Herbert wasn't ready. So they're like, let's just keep Tyrod Taylor in. But I don't know.
Either way, Herbert showed out. And
yeah, he played well.
Yeah. And Tyrod Taylor, that's what ended up happening. That was insane.
Yeah. Wait, did they play today?
Who, the
Chargers?
The Chargers? I don't think they played yet. I was about to go over the scores.
Because I wonder if he played.
I'm not too sure. Who was he? I'm trying to remember who he was going to play. Well, let me go look this up real quick. For some reason, this moved. What's the date today? The 20th?
I have no idea
today.
On my dates.
Okay. 27th. All right. So, the Dolphins beat the Jaguars 31-13. That was Thursday night's game. Yeah. I was watching that. I don't know. Did you watch it?
No.
Okay. I was watching it because I'm a serious amateur analyst. And
what do you think of that?
It was a really good game. I was really surprised that the Dolphins smashed on the Jaguars the way they did. Fitzpatrick, I was going to say Fitzmagic. Fitzpatrick beasted. He's the quarterback of the Dolphins. He was running around. It's messed up because, like, if he was any other quarterback, there would have been a lot of flags. But since he was running around and sliding and diving, like, a lot of the Jaguars players were hitting him when he was already on the ground.
And they weren't calling it?
And they weren't calling it. And it's kind of Fitzpatrick's fault. Like, the only reason it's his fault is because he would stand up all hyped. Like, yeah, I got that. Like, first down.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got to play the part. Be like, look, he hit me while I was down. It happened repeatedly. And since he's, like, not, like, a legendary quarterback like the other elites.
He's not going to get that respect.
Yeah, so the refs weren't even calling it. Which is messed up. And I was watching because Gardner Minshew, he's been beasting like the first two games, like having crazy stats. And he finally came back down to earth on this one.
But I did see the rookie though, the running back. He had a good game, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a pretty good game.
He had a couple touchdowns.
He was running nice, but
not enough.
But yeah, it was a whipping either way. Today the Niners beat the Giants 36-9. I don't even think the Niners have their starting quarterback.
I don't think they have their starting offense. Who's on the field?
I don't know how the Jets and the Giants got beat by them that bad. Like, at all. Beat at all, but that bad. That's pretty crazy.
That just shows that Kyle Shanahan, like, he's sort of a genius. Him coming up with plays. Yeah. Because their run game, like, that's what they even said last year. Like, I don't think Jimmy G's the craziest quarterback. But the way they run, like, if you watch their offense, the way they run their plays, it's just so crazy. Like, you can plug in any running back that has some sort of speed.
And it'll work. Because they don't have any big name running backs. I mean, Coleman was... I was going to say Mostert. They have
but he
Kendricks.
Became a big name because of this offense.
What's his name? Kendricks? They got him from the Vikings, no?
Oh, I have no idea. But either way, though,
Yeah.
you just plug these running backs in and Kyle Shanahan, like these plays, and they just work.
Yeah, and then we're from the Bay too, so we it's kind of important to keep track of the Niners because there's a little bit of a Bay rivalry. Maybe I don't know if it's still gonna be as bad. Yeah, it probably will.
It probably will.
Yeah, but since the Raiders went to Vegas,
it will be here.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly big here.
Yeah.
Anyways, like I don't think in Vegas it's probably super crazy.
But you just still got to keep track of that. And then the Browns, they beat the Washington football team 34-20 today.
Chase Young got hurt.
Yeah, which is good for the Browns. They got Chase Young got hurt. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
groin
good
injury
with the Browns because they this is their first win.
No, they won already.
Oh, they won already. Oh, never mind. I'm probably thinking of the Bengals. The Bengals haven't got their first win yet, but they didn't lose today.
They tied.
They tied with the Eagles 23-23, which is terrible because
Yeah.
I wanted the Bengals to win.
Which I don't. I want the Bengals to succeed, but I want them to tank, and I want them to get Joe Burrow more help.
At least one win, like just to start, like at least the beginning, just so like the fans will be happy. Like, I don't know, that's kind of messed up. But
Carson Wentz, how was his stats on that game? Did he finally play better? Or is he still struggling?
He looked a little better from like the clips I saw.
2 picks, 1 interception or 1 touchdown. Yeah, 62.8 rating.
Yeah, that's not good. Especially for like him being one of the best quarterbacks supposedly.
Yeah, he's still struggling
for the longest time.
I mean, Joe Burrow, 312 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 105.5 pass rating. He got sacked 8 times.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, they need to build a line around that guy.
Give this guy some help.
They're already gonna ruin their quarterback before he
8
even
sacks. He's gonna get hurt.
And then I'm gonna skip this one because that's our team, and we're gonna talk about it at the end, which I don't want to talk about, but we have to talk about because that's what we do. And then it says the Bears beat the Falcons 30-26. Let's go.
The Falcons just keep choking stuff.
Yeah, for us, weren't they up? They keep choking stuff. Yeah, definitely they keep choking stuff.
I don't understand. The Falcons are so weird. Like, they start off good and then it just goes all downhill, I guess.
Yeah, so it's good to... I don't know if the Bears, if they've won... were they 0-2?
No, they were undefeated.
They were undefeated? All right, well, let's keep it going.
They're still undefeated.
Let's keep that going.
They're 3-0 now.
I'm not a big Bears fan. One of my coworkers is, so I like to see them win. That's nice.
I'm not a Bears fan, but I like Khalil Mack, so let's go.
Yeah, Khalil Mack's sick too. The Bills beat the Rams 35-32. I'm pretty sure it was like the last minute too.
It was the last, like within 15 seconds of a touchdown.
And I feel like the Bills were up on the Rams like a good amount too.
Yeah, and they came back.
Yeah, and the Rams came back and they still lost. But I mean, you got to give them props for like almost winning the game, 32-35. And then you got the Steelers beating the Texans 28-21, which is
it's another big loss for the Texans. They're 0-3, bro.
They're 0-3. That's one team I feel that doesn't deserve like the defeated record that they have.
0-3 is crazy. Yeah. They have a lot of talent on that team. But they did give up DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, so that obviously screwed them over. It's not letting me scroll down anymore, but the Titans beat the Vikings 31-20. They like froze. 31-20, 31-30. The
Vikings are also 0-3, right?
Yeah, that's another team. I thought they were gonna win theirs today. They were doing a thing on the pregame show who was gonna be the 0-2 team to win.
Yeah.
I picked they didn't say this team, but I picked the Vikings to turn it around, but by 1 point they lost.
Titans pulled it out.
Yeah, and my friend Nacho's a big Vikings fan, so I like to go for the Vikings, or I like to see them do good when they play. As you can tell, I like when my friends
are happy.
Yeah, my friends and family team do good. So
let's go.
So it's always good to do that. The Panthers beat the Chargers today, 21-16. That's what you wanted to find out?
What?
21-16. The Panthers beat the Chargers. You said, did they play today?
Oh, they did play. Wow, the Panthers beat them.
Yeah, like he wanted to know the answer to this, and he doesn't even care.
With no injury. No, I think it's crazy. I mean, with injuries, like,
yeah.
How did the Chargers lose that?
I don't know. That's insane. The Colts beat the Jets 36-7.
Well, hold on. Did he play?
You want to check the stats on that? All right, let's go. Let's break down this play.
Oh wait, wait. The game's still. Oh, it says final. What the heck? Mine's saying in progress.
Huh?
No, it's not letting me click on it.
Maybe I'm a liar then.
Either way, though, they probably did lose. But I just want to see if.
That's weird. Why would it say today?
Hold on. What's going on here? Technology, you're failing me right now.
No person in attendance, but that's like every Charger game.
Oh, Justin Herbert did play. Touchdown and interception, 330 yards. Doesn't look terrible.
Nah, that's not too.
Keenan Allen had a huge game.
Just one touchdown is bad though for all those yards. But if your running back got one touchdown, yeah, that's not the craziest stats. I guess you got to score if you're getting downfield. But let me see.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah, that game did end, bro. I don't know why yours is behind.
No, I see when it ended.
The only live ones are the Bucks 28-10 against the Broncos, the
Dallas,
and then the Lions and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But let me go back to that. So do you have anything else you wanted to know about that game?
Nah.
Chargers still suck. Chargers doing Charger things.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't let me scroll down. But where did I leave off at? The Jets and the Colts? I already said that one, right?
No, you didn't.
36-7? I feel like I did.
No, you brought up the Jets, but you said you can't believe the Niners beat them so crazy.
Nah, that was last. I'm pretty sure.
No, you said that right now. You're surprised that the Niners beat the Jets and the Giants so crazy.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I said 36-7 Colts. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm crazy. Probably.
Oh, no, maybe you did, but then I started bringing that up again.
Okay. Yeah, see? Exactly. Anyways, the Seahawks and Cowboys are playing right now, 30-28. Lions, Cardinals tied 23-23.
Seahawks are up 30-28.
Yeah, so I just said this right now, but for some reason it popped up on the laptop on the bottom. And then today, the Packers play the Saints. Tomorrow, the Chiefs play the Ravens. I feel like those are two very important games. I'm taking the Packers over the Saints. Who you got on that one? You don't have to say score or anything.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Packers and Ravens.
And Ravens? Yeah, I have to. I can't say.
Yeah, we have to go Ravens.
I can't say Chiefs, so I'm going for the Ravens tomorrow. We'll see.
It's a big matchup. Lamar Jackson.
Both those teams are in our division, or not division, in our conference. So, like.
But we really need the
Chiefs to lose,
because we just lost.
So, hopefully they just whoop each other.
Yeah.
And that's it. So, that's it for now. For the football.
Well, that's it for
like, the other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raider Nation time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to talk about the Raiders losing to the Patriots. Yeah. And not just losing, they got dominated.
Yeah, they got dominated. It was an ugly game. An ugly game.
So the first quarter was pretty good for the Raiders.
It looked good.
Yeah.
Both sides, offense and defense.
We gave them like so many 3-and-outs. Like,
mostly defense. But.
Yeah. And actually, they stopped us a lot of times too. Yeah. It was like 3-0. We went up. And then we stopped Cam Newton. Like, we stopped Cam Newton in this game. And that's what we figured out in the first quarter, is that we can stop him from running and throwing. But then they figured out they could run to the right, they can run to the left, and then they could start running through the middle.
They ran for over 200 yards.
Yeah, so they ran all over us. That was our demise. Our defense.
And the short passes. Eventually, the short passes were working.
But, dang, that was a catch. That was insane. Did you see that?
Yeah.
But what ruined it for us was them being able to run all over us. Because we had to worry so much about stopping their run, which we couldn't.
Their running backs were just insane. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
They all performed.
And I don't even know if they're that good, honestly. But against our team, they were.
Yeah.
Who do you think the MVP was for the Raiders?
Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? I mean,
our kicker missed a field goal.
Defensively, he was not very active because he didn't have the opportunity. But Trayvon Mullen played. He started off really good.
Trayvon Mullen was lights out, but they started running on us, so they kind of took out Trayvon Mullen anyways.
So he wasn't a factor. But the first quarter, he did really good. He a lot of pass breakups. Like 3 of them, I think. That were big ones.
Trayvon Mullen was the only one playing like a number one.
Yeah, like player. He deserved to be on the field. Offensively, an MVP, Hunter Renfrow, but his stats really only came on the last drive.
Yeah, and he had one pretty sick catch that was almost a touchdown.
So, I guess you can give it to him because he had a touchdown. But
Josh Jacobs didn't do as good. He did come in injured though, so I don't know if that's what you can blame on. 2 of our starting linemen.
We needed to run better.
Weren't playing, so we weren't running as good as we've been.
We started running off really good, though. We started off really good. But then we kind of had to go away from it because we were down all kinds. And
then I also blame this on John Gruden for the run game because I was telling Matt as we were watching after the first half that 1st and 10, every single 1st and 10, we would run it. No matter what, we were running it until we were like pretty much like we were out of the game. But why not switch it up? Why do you keep running it? If I could tell that they're running it every single 1st and 10, obviously Bill Belichick's going to be able to tell.
It wasn't very creative.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 games, we were creative. And I don't feel like Derek Carr was faking out any, where's Cindy Gruden?
Yeah.
Or there's no I just feel like it was very
There's no audibles, no
plain.
nothing.
It was very simple.
And it's crazy too. Like this isn't an excuse. Like we lost because we got outplayed, but we did have a Monday night game and we did have to travel to the East Coast, so maybe they couldn't practice as much. But either way, that's no excuse.
Yeah.
You still got to win when it comes down to it.
Because at the end of the day, you're not really practicing a bunch of new plays. You're just practicing the same plays.
Yeah, or
So,
the ones you're gonna keep running.
Like, yeah, I don't know. We just played bad. I really don't understand.
Our defense definitely stunk up the game.
Bro.
I feel like in that first quarter, it was our offense that was the reason why maybe we could have lost, because all those opportunities we were given, they had to score.
Even though we got straight destroyed on one of those calls.
Yeah, that fumble.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
and of course, it's the Patriots make things worse.
So Josh Jacobs got a fumble and he recovered it, but they said it was not a fumble. They said that the Patriots recovered it, huh? Because he recovered it and he had it in his arms, and then he threw the ball away.
And then the other guy got it, yeah.
Yeah, and they said it was Patriots' ball, but he was already down. So, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, as soon as you get it back, play's over.
One play doesn't determine the outcome of a game. Well, not this game specifically.
No, it definitely doesn't.
Other than that, we're just outplayed. Jonathan Abrams, he had a chip in his shoulder. He wasn't making tackles. He wasn't wrapping up.
Get off the field.
Yeah, if that's the reason why he wasn't doing good, then get him off the field, let him heal up.
He played so bad, it was crazy. Him alone gave up, I feel like, over 100 yards.
Yeah,
him alone, because every time he was there and he missed the tackle, it'd be 50 yards.
A big run,
what?
yeah.
And then he gave up a touchdown, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He gave up from getting juked out, and I don't know.
Someone jumped over him.
It was just really bad.
Harris, number 20, is he number 25?
Yeah, he's been playing bad this whole year.
Yeah, he was there like behind the line of scrimmage a lot of times. Did not get the hit. That hella affected us.
He played bad. He's been playing bad.
Littleton,
he had a bad play too.
He hasn't been like the whole game. He was playing bad, bro. He hasn't lived up to his $10 million a year, whatever they're paying him.
Yeah, no, he hasn't.
And this was the game he definitely needed to play lights out.
He needed to step up for sure.
Everyone else wasn't stepping up. I understand it's a new scheme, new team, but you still have the same dream of balling out.
Well, so there's been plays where it doesn't matter what scheme you're in. You have a guy in front of you, you know what to do, and you missed the tackle.
Yeah, he couldn't wrap up.
So
he couldn't truck him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why, but I understand you don't have that starting piece next to you, Mike Kwiatkowski.
Yeah, but I don't understand it though.
But that's even more why you got to turn it up even more.
Because you need to get the tackle. Again, I don't care what it is. If it's just no one on the field, 2 people running at each other, you didn't get the tackle.
LaMarcus Joyner, he's another one that hasn't showed up from the Rams as well.
Yeah.
That's another millions of dollars that we're spending.
The offensive line didn't perform well.
I guess Max Crosby is one of the good defensive players.
MVP,
he got 2 sacks.
MVP, I guess.
He messed up on a punt. He ended up getting the sack, which helped us out anyways on that drive.
Himself.
But still, other than that, I mean, shout out to, was it Maurice Hurst that lived in New England, that grew up in New England?
I mean, he played good.
He played good,
He played good.
But not good enough.
I mean, the defensive line didn't do terrible.
But they didn't do excellent either.
But, no, they eventually did do terrible because these holes were huge. They were running through.
When they were, that too, and when they were running on the outside, our defensive line couldn't do anything anymore.
Yeah. So, the corners couldn't do anything. The safeties weren't coming down. Like, they just kept getting 6 yards.
And our defense didn't look scared, but they were obviously tired from getting run all over because they couldn't stop. They were just breaking out big runs after big runs, and they couldn't land hits. It was just terrible. This is one game. If this whole season we do good, I don't want to remember this game at all.
Yeah, really rough. And then, Darren Waller was just shut out. Had like 1 catch or 2 catches, but when it didn't count, it was already over. Like the last drive, he had something.
But Ruggs was out.
Nobody stepped up.
And the reason I say that is because Ruggs, that's another distraction from Waller. So that's
the biggest distraction we have.
Yeah, that opens up the rest of our players because they're trying to cover Ruggs deep. But still, at the end of the day, the next man has to step up.
And nobody did.
Renfro got the closest, but that's still not.
Yeah, I mean, he had like 2 catches until the last drive. He ended up getting like 3 more or 4 more, but in the touchdown, like the stats look good for Renfro, but it all happened on the last drive pretty much.
Derek Carr got sacked a couple times. He got a
Denzel Good didn't play that good this game.
Yeah, our lineman did terrible. He got not a safety, but he got a fumble and they scored a touchdown off of it.
Yeah. Which the game was already over by then.
Yeah,
but still
that's not good to see.
Like, the offense was just not good. And again, some stats might look decent. Like Derek Carr's stats, they don't look terrible.
The score was 36-20, which might not seem as bad as, I mean, that's still bad, but
that's still really bad.
It was worse, but the thing is, it was worse than that. Yeah. It was 13.
You should take off the 7 because
it was like 13-36.
We scored that when the game was over, and everybody scores when the game is over already.
Yeah. So I have nothing more to say about it.
Nah, I don't even want to talk about it.
So next week we play the Bills, right?
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah. Let us know.
Okay, I think they're saying we're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a big game.
That's a tough game. They're a potential Super Bowl contender.
That's a tough game because Josh Allen
is beasting.
Playing.
That defense was already crazy.
My defense is good.
They got Stephon Diggs,
which he's playing like out of his mind too. So that's a tough game. I don't know if we can't play we play this game. That's for sure.
Yeah, if we're anything like this week, we're definitely gonna lose.
Yeah, it might even be worse.
And then after that, we play the Chiefs. Is that correct?
Which again,
so
another one.
We have to win these next 2 games to be considered a crazy team, because this was supposed to be a statement game. Like, hey, the Raiders are for reals. The 2-0 was not a fluke. We're 2-1, which isn't too bad. But this was a terrible performance. That's what makes it worse. If it was a closer game, I wouldn't be feeling as like, oh, it happens. But the Bills are crazy too. I think they're better than the Patriots.
Yeah, me too. I think our next 2 games we're facing better opponents.
But if we have to lose one of the 2 next games, I'd rather lose the Bills game than the Chiefs game, because the Chiefs are in a division and they're the previous Super Bowl champions. So if we're able to beat them, that's a big statement too.
Yeah, I can see us losing in the next 3 games, honestly. But then I can see us winning the next 4, I think.
Yeah, so it might look bad at the beginning. We'll see.
It might be a roller coaster every year. Winning streaks, losing streaks, winning streaks. But hopefully at the end, when it's all said and done, we do enough to make the playoffs.
And to be a good team, you got to beat good teams. So it doesn't matter. We have to win.
Yeah. So right now we are, I would say, 1-1 against good teams. Beat the Saints, lost to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And then the
Panthers are unknown. Panthers are up and down right now.
Yeah, that's tough. But so, what predictions for the
Bills and the on this one, I predicted it was gonna be like 2017. I don't know if I said that on here. Maybe I changed it, but I changed my mind again. Hold on. So Cowboys are up 31-30. I feel like it's probably gonna be 27-24.
Win?
Yeah, we win.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
For me, it comes down to who's playing.
If we lose, it'll be 30-24 Raiders, but lose. But
if Henry Ruggs plays, I think we win.
Sorry,
if he is not playing, he's going back to. No,
I was just saying.
But if he's not playing, I don't know. The thing is, people are downplaying how important Henry Ruggs is. Even if he doesn't get a catch, that doesn't matter. People are complaining that he only has
1 catch for 4
yards. 3 catches or something for the whole year. Like, that's irrelevant. He's so big, whether he gets stats or not.
And Bryan Edwards, he was doing pretty good, and then he got hit on nasty.
He got hurt, bro. And then he got hurt. We're like the Niners.
Yeah,
we're losing players. We're losing the whole team. Like, because even people that are playing, they're playing hurt.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs, so I don't know, but I'm gonna say personally, we do win this game. I do think it depends on who plays, but I'm gonna say we win this game. I think we bounce back 27-20, and then we go into the Chiefs. So I think we're going to their 2-1.
Okay.
Or 3-1.
Yeah, this is 2-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
I want to give a quick shout out to Henry Ruggs. I know you're not watching, but the reason I'm giving him a shout out is because when you see him on the sidelines, he looks happy. He looks like he wants to play for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw that from Amari Cooper. He'd always look mad.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You can have his
personality is probably different.
Yeah, you can have a face like that, where you're mean mugging all the time.
More reserved.
But there was never once I seen him he was motivated or happy to play for the Raiders, bro. Yeah. And I like to see that from Ruggs. So.
I didn't see that much from Cooper, but whatever.
Yeah, so I like seeing that. So that's just.
But yeah, I like seeing that because it seems like you're really giving your all out there.
Yeah, he's here for the team.
Yeah, you're here for the team and stuff, and I mean that's great. I like that. So hopefully he can heal up quick because we need him.
We need him.
We need him for sure.
That's about the end of the podcast. I hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah,
I had a good time. This was way better than last week's for me because man, I feel way better.
Yeah, if you guys didn't see last week's episode where he had food poisoning, maybe potentially something after he ate, you guys need to check that out.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, you guys need to
it was
check that out.
definitely something, but I don't know.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning in, and for subscribing. We're up to 20 now.
We got 20 subscribers. Hell yeah!
Not bad at all. And it's
if you like what we're about, just the randomness about the show, go ahead and tell your friends.
Yeah.
Share it if you want.
And also,
but definitely like and subscribe.
Yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you're into the show. But also, you guys can be a part of the show too. If you guys have some crazy topics or news you see, leave it down below. We might talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead and comment whatever you want. If I'm trying to, I tag my name if I respond, and Matt will tag his name. So that way you know
who's talking. Yeah, because he might have a crazy opinion, or I might have a crazy opinion, and you guys want to know who obviously is saying.
You might want to know, you might not want to know, but either way you're gonna know.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely leave stuff below because sometimes it could be a slow week or something, and you guys might find something interesting or any videos we can react to or something. So, but yeah, definitely leave a like, definitely subscribe if you enjoyed it. Again, this is Top 3 Views Podcast.
Yeah.
My name's Matt.
This is Jerry.
And yeah, we're here for good times. And again, episodes every week, Mondays. So.
Yeah, it should be released Mondays.
Unless there's difficulties.
Unless there's difficulties, or unless it's a Thursday night game.
Yeah, unless the schedule's.
But for the most part, Mondays. Yes. Expect some clips. You can also catch Matt on his individual channel.
Link down below. You can see that it's a film channel and a vlogging channel. His will be linked down below, which is a
Top 3 Gaming on YouTube. Why Not Me podcast.
Another podcast, totally different but still interesting, and probably I don't know. I was gonna say more informative. Probably not more informative. It's probably the same, but informative in a different way. If you guys are trying to look into starting your own business or
just different ways of succeeding
in life rather than
just how to put like success into your life.
Yeah, and how other people have done it.
Yeah. So
it's a good podcast. You can check that out. What days and what times?
It's live Wednesdays 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Live. That's different from this.
Yeah.
We're not live.
Yeah, it's live. Every once in a while, like 2 times in a row, I ran into hiccups. Before that, I had like a perfect record pretty much. But it's all good.
Who's your next guest?
My next guest is Rigo Valdez. He's a up-and-coming boxer. So we're going to talk about his career in boxing. That's going to be dope.
That's going to be a good episode.
Yeah, I like sports, obviously, so that's going to be fun for me. I want to give a shout-out real quick to Daniel Attenborough. He commented on the last clip we had.
Oh, yeah, and we got really deep.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that. I like engagement.
Yeah.
Especially that.
Yeah, it's good to know what you guys think. So.
Yeah, and especially because he gave us something to check out. Sorry, I haven't checked it out yet, but I will check it out.
Yeah, we're, like I said, crazy schedule.
Yeah.
But that's the end of the show. Hope you guys have a good one, and see you next time. Let's get it.